Jacksonville pool.
All right, what's up, everybody? Tim Jones here, 4-4. Look at that. I already guessed the race, too. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Jones here on behalf of Jacksonville APA, the home to the voice of Jacksonville pool. Welcome into the semifinals. Ladies and gentlemen, we got this match. We got one other match for the day. And then we got a couple teams leaving with $4,700 here. It's going to be an amazing time, to say the least here. The bad part is they just told me who they were putting up here.
So Shorty's crew has Christopher Edenfield.
Perfect. Shorty's crew is on the left. Does he go by Chris, I'm assuming?
We call him Sean.
Sean?
S-H-A-U-N.
Perfect. I will make it that. No reason why his name can't be what it wants to be, within respect on the stream here. And then who were they putting up? He said it was another 4.
It was
I think it was
woman.
Bill, wasn't? Oh, was it a woman?
Or no, Bill sounds right.
Wasn't it Bill?
I don't know where I got a woman from. I think it was Bill.
Hey, Joe, what was it Bill y'all putting up? Mr. Bill. Was it Bill y'all putting up? I'm sorry. I know y'all just told me that was wrong. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, it's Bill. I should have trusted myself.
You should have.
Moment I said it and then you said it sounds right to you, I was like, it does sound right to me as well. But unfortunately, a little bit of a lack of sleep here. Busy life, which is a blessing. I'm not complaining at all. Now, guys, what we are hoping for, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you do have 2 Super 7s on this team here, a.k.a. skill level 9s. You got team captain, Mr. Joseph Johnson here, and you got the one and only Rod Rentz, which, by the way, Brent, thank you for joining me here. Brent's on the mic here from Team Shorty's crew. How are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing outstanding. How about you?
Doing well, brother. Oh,
it's just good to still be in here.
Yeah, man, it definitely is. Definitely is. Give me one second, guys. We need to mute up for just one moment. Give me just a second here. All right, I apologize here. I didn't think about this, guys, but yeah, that's good. Thank you, brother. It's not blinding my eyeballs. We actually, unfortunately, here I'm not going to be able to allow Mr. Brent to come and hang out with us, unfortunately, just because he is on the stream table here, and I can't let him know all my top secrets. Woo! What a break by Bill, right off the bat here. Let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 2 on the break. That's a great way to start here. We should have sudden death time. Let's see if I got it on there. Yeah, 5:30 p.m. And then let me take a look, guys. I don't want to tell y'all wrong, but we are in. Yeah, so these teams have guaranteed themselves third place prize money, bare minimal. Keep in mind, there's 2 brackets. So this is the third. Well, yeah, third place prize. So they're guaranteed at least $900. Win, lose, draw, look-alike contest, any that kind of stuff. They're guaranteed that money. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. However, what they are fighting for is the ability to move that up to $1,800. So they're looking to double. This is a $900 matchup, guys. $900 matchup here. All right, that is a good make by Mr. Sean here. If y'all know their roster here, he is listed as Mr. Christopher Edenfield. He goes by Sean, I was told, by Mr. Brent here. Thank you for that. I do want to respect the players here. If they have a name they go by that's respectful to be on stream, I want to make sure and put that on there. Both skill level 4s already down here. Let's see. Shorty's crew definitely has a 1 to play. Interesting here. Who has 9 4 4s, 1 5, and 2 3s, in which most players have all played in here. Interesting. Very interesting here. Let's see. 9, 3, and 3. That's 15. That leaves them, what's that? 8 more points left to play. Yeah, they can play their 2 4s. Wow. They can fully support that 9. 100% here. Uh-oh. That will be a good hit for Mr. Bill, but unfortunately that will be a miss overall here and get Mr. Sean back to the table. Sean's going to try to back cut this in top right-hand corner. Oh, did he just miss it completely? He most certainly did. He's moving the cue ball. Good sportsmanship. I like that. Moving the cue ball on over. And, guys, I need to get this shared out on my page as well. So give me just a moment here. Let's see if Bill can take good advantage here. Benjamin Hunter on the YouTube side said, let's go, Sean. There you go, brother. Welcome on in, Mr. Benjamin. Appreciate you being here. Thank you to the Georgia team here, by the way. If I understand correctly, Team Hoo is out of Alabama. And if I especially heard correctly here, which there's no telling here on some things, but I was told, potentially out of Iron City Billiards, which would be amazing here. Jason, what's up, brother? How you still doing, man? He says, let's go, Sean. Let's go, Sean D. Show the love here. All right, here. Hey, Elizabeth, I see you tagging people on the stream here. Thank you. Go Hoo. You got this. There you go, Cherie. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. And guys, of course, my one ask from you guys is just the grace and understanding here that I'm going to have the score wrong at some point in time today. So please do bear with me as we traverse this semifinals and then finals matchup as well. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for returning to the live stream here. All right, Sean's got eyes on the 4, but doesn't have much to do with it. I'd love to see a safety here, maybe hide it with the 6. Jason said, I'm good. I should be there. I was going to say, I thought I saw you, and I know it sounds crazy here because clearly you're not here. But I thought I saw you, and I was feeling a little dumbfounded for a second there. But I'm very sorry about you having the storm damage, brother. Pray everything gets better for you. And please let us know if you need something, my friend, please. Okay, make sure you take care of yourself. I know, like, for instance, my wife and I, we were about to open up our home to both of our sets of parents. Both of them were without power. My dad and his wife just got power back maybe a couple hours ago at that. So it's been a road. It's been a road. We'll call it that. I think that'd be the nice way. I'll say it. So Sean with a great hit there. Nicely done. 3-3 ties it right back up. Looking for a good close match here, of course, as we get down to the nitty of gritties here. Oh, he drifted over just a little bit, but he has no window for that 6 proper. He says, thank you, sir. Just a lot of cleanup. I bet, brother. I bet. I saw a crazy video earlier of a car just going down the street here and just kind of aimed at people's houses, and you just see every bit of their life out in the road to get hauled away because of all the damage. And I'm like, man, I was like, talk about a massive unwelcomed reset button, if you will. And my heart definitely goes out to those friends and family. And again, my one ask on stream, guys, especially yesterday here and going into the weeks to come here, my one ask from you guys is if you're able to open your home to any friends and family and help them out, even if it's just a place to stay for the night, right, something like that, allow them. I even told a friend of mine, she's been without power too, I said, hey, I know you may not take me up on it, but I'm still going to offer it. I said, you need some hot food, you need a place to wash your clothes, you need a place to take a hot shower, mi casa es su casa, let's go, right? Like, come on down, it's yours. Like, if you need extra privacy, like I'll take the wife and kids out for a couple hours. We'll go down to Chick-fil-A, right? So you can just chill on the couch if you want to for a moment, watch some TV, like not have anybody around you if you need. Like it's whatever you need. So, but please, if you can, definitely show some people the love and support they deserve. None of us know when that day comes when our life gets swept away or when you're going to scratch in that side pocket. Gosh darn. Hate that for Sean here. Bill will have ball in hand and 3 massive points here to potentially take a initial 2-point lead in the overall rack from the get-go. Also, guys, I do apologize here. I was going to have Mr. Brent on stream, and then I kind of remembered we have a kind of go-to rule here just in case of, just because I talk about all sorts of things on stream and strategies and stuff like that, that we don't want to be giving anybody too many extra upper hands here on it. So, unfortunately, I did let Mr. Brent know. I was like, hey, brother, I was like, I want you on here. I was like, I know I just invited you over here, but I can't have you on the live stream. Ooh, Bill missing that corner pocket. So, I do apologize to the Southeast Georgia team here, but I was trying to get Brent on here. Maybe depending on what happens here, maybe I'll be able to have him come join me in the finals later after that. Good out by Mr. Sean here. Should be 6-4 here. We'll get a score confirmation from the teams here in just a moment. Guys, come on in here. Only 5 shares so far on the live stream here. Do me a favor. That's only a few. I need more more shares from the live stream here if you would. Also as well, we have 2 YouTube channels going at once as well. We have both my YouTube channel, The Voice of Jacksonville Pool, and Jacksonville APA's YouTube channel as well. which if you know that I'm the voice of Jacksonville Pool, you can find Jacksonville APA's YouTube as well. Both are very easily searchable here. Go over there. Takes you just a minute of time. Hit the subscribe button here. I do a lot of work on behalf of Jacksonville APA. Very blessed to have them as a client and be able to get to do all this sort of live stream stuff here at my hometown. And then when I'm not home, I get to travel around, guys. And so if you don't see a live stream coming up on their end for a weekend here, hey, you get to come on over and maybe follow me elsewhere here because I have a lot of weekends booked, guys. A lot of weekends. So Sean with a nice center break here. That cue ball drifting to the left-hand side here. Looks like it's going to miss. It ends up missing that side pocket here. All right, I'm going to adjust that a little bit here. Let's see if I can. That's a little better. There we go. That's a little better for me. All right, let's see here. Mr. Chris Brown, what is up, my good dude here? He says, "What's up, brother, from another APA mother?" How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. How's life going for you, my friend? Just in time to join the live stream here. All right, Sean with ball in hand here. 2 balls in a little bit of a tricky spot because obviously you'd want to like take it somewhere easier. He's going to want to get it back above that 2 ball. Realistically, that bottom left-hand corner pocket is going to be what looks to be the best hole. Maybe he can cheat the side pocket there, but not 100% sure on that here. I had that gap right there. I need to close that gap back off. He's going to try for it. I can't tell if he has enough space. Yeah, I was not 100% confident on him having enough space for that side pocket there. Give me 1 second, guys. Much love to you, brother. Oh, my goodness gracious. I love that. Chris says, Maine's good. Bulldog misses you. Man, I miss Bulldogs. I miss Bulldogs as well, brother. I do have this coming weekend free. I just don't know. I guess I should probably contact John here as well, see if I say this weekend, this coming weekend, see if he wants me to potentially come out. But I may be set to play church on Sunday, and if I am, I will not be able to facilitate that, unfortunately, here. I'd need something a little closer than Macon, but I love John and team up there, man. Him and his wife are just absolutely wonderful people. Look at that. What a shot. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Wow, look at that. Looks like the 5's wired as well here. I can't believe he got that such a good kick on it, too, right off the bat, man. I know it's an accidental make here for him, but, like, I mean, he's the one that hit it as pure as he did and did the bank. So, looks like we do have a timeout being called. Yes, we do. Yeah, that situation looks kind of wired. The 3-5 does not look like it's off kilter here, so should be good to go. All right, double checking my phone here. All right, looks like we're good. Yeah, I know. That tournament looks interesting, brother. Looks interesting for sure. Guys, on the APA Southeast Challenge page, can y'all let me know how everything's looking and sounding on y'all's end, pretty please, if anybody's in there on the chat here. And then if anybody's on either YouTube side, Jacksonville APA's YouTube or my YouTube, if you can, just confirm with me how things are looking and sounding. It looks fine on my phone here, but obviously my phone versus a big old 60-inch TV, it's two little different things, so. All right, Bill's giving a good attempt here, but Sean's back to the table. He has good eyes by looking for that 3 top left-hand corner pocket. And honestly, if he just comes around 2 rails, maybe gets back well below that 6, he should be fine. 1, 2, looks like he may have gotten in the window. A Rack Dog over on the YouTube side. Is we all good? Thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being there on the YouTube end. Appreciate you. Trying to make sure. Yeah, Sean's on a nice little run here. Nice little run. Look at that. Chris said, I've already signed up for it. It would be awesome for you to hand me the winner check. Wouldn't that be pretty bad at the bone, brother? That would be cool. That would be cool. Cherie on the Facebook side for the Southeast Challenge page says, looks good. Thank you, guys. Keep in mind, although we had just a couple issues yesterday, we've had pretty good internet. Did he just got this go, 8-ball? Don't you die out that pocket. What a run. Wow, well played by Mr. Sean here. But keep in mind, although we had good internet for majority yesterday, we did have a couple little blimps. The initial issue with the internet came up as well. Volume's low. I'll take care of that. I can turn things up just a little bit on my end here. That should amplify my voice a little bit. I can't be too loud because of the teams, but let me know if that helps out. But yeah, the initial first day, we thought we were not going to be able to live stream at all. And thought it was going to be a major issue, to say the least. So please do bear with me if, for some reason, the internet goes down. Guys, you have my word that if I can get it right back up and running, I'll get it back up and running. All right? So don't you fret. Hey, Miss Lorna's in there. Says, let's go, Shores Crew. Where you at, Miss Lorna? I know I saw you. I meant to come say hi, but you were busy. Chris saying big help for the audio. Okay, perfect. I'm trying not to let too much music get through here, but luckily they don't have it cranked today. So let's see if Sean can control this 9-ball and control the break here. Ooh, does a little rattle tattle there. 15-5 should be the score right now. We'll get a score confirmation update from the team here in just a second. Rack Dog on the YouTube side, can you confirm with me if the volume sounds a little better? 15-5. Perfect. Appreciate you. All right, we got a score confirmation here. Teams have agreed. Luckily, your boy here hasn't gotten too far off on it yet. Already back home, checking on my knee. I fell. Oh, my goodness gracious, Miss Lorna. No, ma'am. I am so sorry to hear that. I wish healing upon you, my dear. Absolutely. You'll be in my prayers for that here. Get to feeling better soon. Take care of that knee, okay? Can't go breaking your foot off in somebody here and whooping them on the pool table if your knee ain't working well, okay? Trapper saying, where y'all playing at? Trapper, we're at the one and only Park Avenue Billiards here in Orange Park, Florida. Right here next to Jacksonville, Florida. This is our neighbors here, if you would. Right now says better. Let's go, shorties. Let's go, indeed. Show everybody the love and support, guys. Love the participation already in the stream here. Already saw some friends of Hoo to Hoo as well, guys. Get loud in the different chats. Show your love and support to your teams. They deserve it. Did I give him one too many points? Lorna, our pleasure, my dear. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate you so much. Absolutely appreciate you. There we go. Chantel's in here. She's, hold on, let me do this right here. She's for team. Woo-hoo. Hope y'all enjoy the echo here. Trapper says, has Rod shot yet? If you know, not on this matchup, he has not. No, sir. What we are hoping happens, and you can't say it will because you got to play smart. You got to play your lineup the way you need to have, right? Jimmy, thank you for the compliment, by the way. But you got to play your lineup smart here. Good hit, by the way. Nicely done, Mr. Bill. Uh-oh. Get 1 second here, guys. My camera is freezing up on me. One second, guys. Sorry. Sorry. But, yeah, you can't. The thing is you can't guarantee is that that for sure both nines will come against each other, but both teams have it. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. I did give it to the wrong person here. I got to get the camera back up. Give me 1 second here, guys. I got to mute up real fast. Give me one moment. Stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right, just a little glitch in the matrix here. Trapper, we can't talk about taking on any little sweats in stream here, my friend. Unfortunately, that is a APA rule there. All right, cameras are back working here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Oh, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's just the 1 point I was off on. Jared, thank you for that on the score here. Got it updated. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm really hoping Rod versus Joe. Really hoping and praying that it happens. Again, I respect if it doesn't. I respect, teams got to do what they got to do with their throws. Again, I get it. I get it 100%. Oh, did that just drain? That died. Man. Oh, you're good, Trapper. You're good, buddy. I know you didn't know. Normally, what Trapper was doing was talking about taking on a little side action, if you will. Normally for my regular streams, those are absolutely acceptable. When it comes to any APA events, APA does not allow gambling in any way, shape, or form, so they are not allowed in the streams here. But that's just to explain. It's not me picking on you. It's actually happened multiple times during this tournament, which I've laughed at. So you have not been the only one here. Caitlin there says, "Go who to who." Let's go indeed. Show them the love. Appreciate you guys. We're already showing up and showing out on the live stream here. Oh wait, speaking of showing up and showing out here, Mr. Bill has caught a gear, and I love seeing it. Jim says, "Appreciate all the streams. The USAM last weekend. Went back and watched my match. Great commentary, brother. I appreciate you on that, man." Like I was talking to somebody the other night here. I know my commentary isn't for everybody. I'm talking about a little bit of here, a little bit there, a little bit of everything. Like we were talking about, what's your favorite jelly or jam last night, right? Come to find out, raspberry preserves is a lot of people's favorite, right? We talk about all sorts of things on here. Whew, he just cut that down there. He cut that beautifully. Way to go here. Bill already showing up, catching a gear. Now Sean comes back and responds with that cut. But like I always tell people here, I hope you guys get some enjoyment out of it, and get to learn a couple things for those that are actually on the stream playing physically as well. So Trapper, great question. Trapper says, how many teams are left, being that's the last day? So every team that came in, which was 16 teams, every team that came in today was in the money, right? So they were good to go in the money, golden, right? Keep in mind, though, there's 2 boards. So technically on one board there was 8 teams, on the other board there was 8 teams. So now we're down to the boards having their final 4 teams on each side, right, if that makes sense. There's technically 8 physically in the building, but there's 2 total boards. So there's going to be 2 first place winners, right? There's going to be 2 second place winners. Why is my cameras freezing up again here, guys? 1 second here. I've got to figure out what's causing it. Sorry. One moment, y'all. Okay, so you like it when I refresh, but you want to act up a little bit on me here. Let's lower that real fast. That should do the trick here. We'll see. So sorry about that, guys. Y'all missed a timeout from Mr. Sean. I know Bill was at the table for a second there as well. But yeah, Trapper, great question, though, bud. Great question. All right, 3 massive points Bill needs to be able to scoop up here. And luckily, this is kind of set up nice for him. That's a tough cut on the 8, but should naturally lead to the 9. He's going to hit off that right-hand long rail and pop right on back out. Might be, depending on if he throws it. Ooh, he needed to throw it a little bit. I was going to say he might get some distance, but yeah, Trapper, I appreciate you asking the question, brother. Again, sorry about the camera situation, guys. I don't know why it's wanting to act up on me right off the bat when literally for the past 30 minutes the cameras have been on just fine and no issues. Going for the bank. Lands it beautifully here and gets great shape in for that 9. Mr. Sean is showing up and showing out right now. And he sinks it here. We will get a score update here in just a moment. $9.20. Thank you. Yep, Jimmy says, I was supposed to be there with my team Gravediggers, but family first. Can't miss my daughter's softball. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you at all, man. That was part of today for me as well here. Unfortunately, just due to some family stuff that came up for the extra coverage on the stream here, and then my commitments and promise to already play drums for my church, and having to go through that, facilitate that. That's why we didn't have the first stream of the morning. But don't blame me, man. You got to stick to your commitments, brother. You got to stick to your commitments here. Looks like a solid break here. I thought I heard something drop. We'll see the table when Mr. Sean here shoots over. Let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 on the break here. Sean's been very consistent on his breaks. Now, looks like he is blocked here. That's the 2, 9, 1, and 7 there from the top. Coming on down a little bit. 6 left-hand side pocket, 3 and 8, almost bottom middle here, and that is the 4 on the bottom short rail. So he's got a little bit of work to do to get a good hit here on the 1. And he's going to want to get a good hit there. Ball in hand may tempt Bill for either an early 9, or there is a really good run potential here for at least a few points. Sean wants to absolutely take Mr. Bill out at the knees here, with all due respect in pool table terms. So let's see if he can do so. But Bill caught a gear a second ago. I feel like if Sean lets this drift on, right, if there's a few more innings in this, I feel like Bill's going to catch his complete gear, and I think we'll see a little role reversal here, even though Sean's off to an amazing start. So. Oh, good try. Second time around. No go. Good try. Good timeout. God Family Country Pool. There it is, Chris Brown. I agree with you on that, brother. Holly in chat saying, you got this, Bill. Give Bill some love here, Holly. He, again, I know the camera's kind of froze up a second ago, but we did get to see it on stream. The gear he caught was very impressive, and I'll be honest with you, there's several good points potential here that's within his range here as a 4. I kind of expect this to be a 3 to 4 point run here. He stroked it good. Slow down. He's opened up the window. He's opened up the window there. I don't think you need to get anything else fancier on that. Right? This is where it kind of depends on where this kicks off. If maybe it brushes into the 4 some. Yeah, he was trying to body English, throw it a little bit. Had he been able to still land that 3 but then bump into the 4, I think he still would have had good eyes on the 4. I think it would have drifted in, or the 5, I'm sorry, it's 5 ball, forgive me. Drifted into close to that corner pocket. Sean is hooked here, going to do a 1-rail kick, gets a good hit into it. But that will open up for Mr. Bill here. Let's see if he can secure this other point for sure. And see kind of what he does to get left with this 5 here. I feel like he needs to just take the long shot, take the 5 all the way top left. Oh, he doesn't get the love out of the other corner pocket. Good try. And chat, keep in mind as well, for those not familiar with what the APA Southeast Challenge is, this is an amazing opportunity for teams that came in second place in their World Qualifiers. We have North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. 6 states represented in this tournament here. 3 days long. We started Friday. Originally, it's supposed to be 3 rounds on Friday, 3 Saturday, and 3 today here. Ended up being 2, 4, and 3. Had to stack an extra round there yesterday, just because the weather here. Unfortunately, as y'all know, Hurricane Helene decided to be a big bully and mess with everybody's lives here. All right, Mr. Sean with a great pot there in the left-hand side pocket. He's opened up beautifully for this 5 ball here, bottom left. Jimmy over there says the forbidden words. I don't know if I can say that on stream here. Jimmy, I don't know if I can. Roll Tide. Just messing with you, Jimmy. How you doing today, bud? Love it, man. Like I haven't asked you how you've been doing all this time, by the way. Sorry. That's a habit there. Unfortunate scratch from Sean here. And look at this opportunity, how this table lies. Give it a little angle on the 5 so you drift down just a little bit. Don't go straight on with the 5. No, don't go straight on, Mr. Bill. Just a little angle here. Get yourself off the rail. Give him a timeout if he hasn't had. I don't know if he had one earlier, though. If that cue ball is down maybe 1.5 inches, just down table. He still got it off rail a little bit. That was surprising. But yeah, had he just done it, popped, he'd been off rail, he'd be kind of lined up straight for that 6 and then made the 7 easier here for him. Yeah, he's going to come back around now. You just got to do more work. The 7 could have been an easier shot for him for sure. Ooh, hanging out at the campground, enjoying a beautiful day. I'm trying to think. I think this morning it wasn't as humid as it has been, and it felt actually quite nice. No, he hands back the scratch here. Again, I'm not sure if Team Hoo had a timeout there or not. I would have loved to have seen timeout the moment he had that first ball in hand, took that first shot. That whole run could have been a little easier here. Crucial points for Bill, to say the least. Sean is booking away. He's 10 points ahead and only a 31-point race. That's massive. Oh, hangs the 8. Bill, what's that? Hold on here. That's opportunity knocking, Bill. Come on now. Come on. Let's go. You can't be wearing an awesome USA shirt here and not catch a little bit of a gear. There we go. Good pot on the 8. He lets the cue ball just drift on up. He's going to take his messing on the 9 here. He will have a bank shot opportunity. And no, they had not had their timeout earlier here. Oh, that hurts my heart. I wish they would have taken that timeout when he had that first ball in hand. Man, that would have been brilliant. That would have been brilliant, to say the least here. Man, oh man. Now, Bill can still get this, though. Maybe get 1 or 2, which we saw a break yesterday. I think it was like 5 on the break. Not say Bill can get that, but if he can get one, if he can get these 2 points, get 2 on the break here, they go from 23-14 to 23-18, which would be massive. Oh, man, small miss there, small miss. Keep in mind, these are both skill level 4s here. 14 points right now, only has it at a 17-3. Sean at 23 points is guaranteed a 14-6. If Bill were to win right this second here and Sean made nothing else, he's guaranteed the same 6-team points overall. Guys, we got a lot more shares going up on the live stream right now. Appreciate y'all. Ooh, almost gets that back cut. Good try by Sean. But look at the opportunity right here for Bill. It's knocking again. He is going to stretch for this shot. And pots it beautifully here. Good job, good out, Bill. Let's see if what I spoke just a moment ago can come to fruition here. See if we can get 1 or 2 on the break here and really start to flip the script here. Let's see here, skill level 4. 19 is the next split for Bill. And 25 is the next split for Sean. 19 points and 25 points. By the way, for those that are curious what I'm talking about, there is a chart that tells us based on your skill level and how many points you made it to as the loser. It will tell us what the split is. The highest split you can have is a 20-0. The worst split that you can have is a 12-8 split. No matter what, they both add up to 20 and everything in between, 19-1, 18-2, etc. The first team with 51 points or with 50 points and 3 wins, because that's the tiebreaker, wins overall. And nothing on the break here, but not a window of opportunity for Mr. Sean there. That would be a good hit from Sean here, and he returns the favor to Mr. Bill right away, hiding behind that 6 ball. Wendy over here rooting on team Hoo-dee-hoo again. Appreciate you, Wendy, for showing the love. Thank you, my dear. Yep. Sorry. Yeah, nothing against Shorty's crew over here, because I'm a fellow Georgia boy myself here. Even as the voice Jacksonville pool, I'm still a Georgia boy. Oh, good leave. But I like Bill's shirt a lot. Very, very nice shirt that he has. One of my favorite things about Southeast Challenge is they had some really cool merchandise out this year. It's actually really cool to see. he's in a little bit of a predicament here. A little bit of predicament.
He's playing Christopher.
Yep.
It says
Chris goes by Sean.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. No, thank you. I appreciate you looking out. There we go. Janelle giving the flex there. Says, hoo-hoo, 100. Flex up on him, Janelle. Let them know. Let them know. So he's trying to get him to 3-rail this. He's trying to go in between the window of the 7 and 9, drift on back over. He hits it. Oh, comes up to that second diamond. He put a little extra spice on that one. Guys, I'm actually going to replay that here, and it's nothing against him missing here, not me picking on him for the miss, but, I mean, he really, I mean, we're talking about almost just 1 diamond off. He put a little spicy mustard on it here. He hit that pretty good, though. Goodness gracious. That was far closer than what I was kind of expecting for him to get here, but, of course, he did have the one on Mr. Rod Rentz here. I expect some good timeouts between him and Mr. Joseph Johnson. Two ball rejected back out of that side pocket here, and will not leave Bill with much here. Or not Bill, I'm sorry, Sean with much. Bill is playing catch-up right now, though. 23-17 in the race to 31 in matchup number 1 of the semifinals. Keep in mind, because there is 2 brackets going on right now, there is 4 total semifinals actually going on. 2 for each bracket. 4 teams remain for each bracket. Each team right now, even if they lose this round, guaranteed $900, looking to upgrade to $1,800, looking to double their money. Oh, good try. Very good try by Mr. Bill. All right, Sean will have ball in hand, but I can't tell for sure if he actually has a good angle there. I think he's going to try for the 2-4. Yeah, honestly, I'd kind of like to be maybe above this 2 and just thin it into the 4-5 situation. Yeah, he went for the combo. The downfall of that is he just opened that 2 ball up. And Bill has been doing a great job just slowly but surely inching his way forward. Before you know it, the wind in your sails drifts over to his sails, and well, that inch forward is no longer him inching forward, but him being ahead of you. That can get to be a little demoralizing here. Nice follow through here by Bill. He's going to be blocked up by the 6, though. He need to be shorter or over just a little more, but I like the fact he knew he had to get out of most of that crud here. He did pretty well with that. Whew. Hey, Shannon over here for Team Hoo-Hoo. Jared saying let's go Bill for Team Hoo-Hoo as well. Appreciate y'all. There we go. Nice smooth follow through here. Sean going to take advantage of this ball in hand. Should come off the top short rail and drift back down. Stay in that window. There we go. Say he may have to cheat this a little bit, but I don't think he had to at all. Nicely done. Going back out here, he will have a back cut opportunity on that 6. Oh, good try. Gets a big clip in the 9. 6 ball's going to roll back almost just below center of the table here. All right, Bill with a long distance shot here. Again, trying for the body English. You saw him curving his cue right there. If he can get that part out of his head here, he'll have actually probably the dominatory stroke between these 2 gentlemen, if I'm being honest. Right now, Sean has a cleaner, smoother stroke right this second here. Now say that, and he goes scratching here. I can't pay you a compliment, Sean. What am I doing? Oh, my goodness. I just commentate cursed him. Unfortunate there. D'Anthony in chat here for Team Hoo to Hoo. Let's go indeed. Appreciate you being here, D'Anthony. Thank you, my friend. Bill went for the cut there on the side, but I think his angle was off just a little bit. Has opened it up for that bottom right-hand corner pocket. And I don't know how well Sean can slow roll this, but if he can, he'll have a great window for the 8. If you overpace it, though, yeah, you hit it kind of full. I was about to say, if you overpace it, you're going to drift up super far up to the top center of the center or top of the table here. It's going to cause massive issues for your next shot. He has set Bill up wonderfully, though. Bill with the potential for 3 points here to maybe make it 26-22. And that will put him in good striking range here against Sean. Ooh, overstrokes it, though. Hey, Wayne Kelly, what's up, my brother? How you doing, sir? He says the one, only, the voice, the man, the myth, the best. I appreciate you, sir. How are you doing today? What you up to, my friend? Come on into the semifinals here. This is one of 4 semifinal matches going on because there's 2 boards. I want to keep reminding people of that here. Massive payouts for this Southeast Challenge. 2 first-place prizes of $4,700. Keeping on the 9-ball side, we had a couple more teams in it, so we actually had a $5,000 first, 2 $5,000 first-place prize packages. You watching some football today? Good, brother. Hope you're having a blessed day. 9-ball's going to rotate up towards that top short rail. Will it go all the way? It will not. That will give Mr. Sean an opportunity here. Bill was so close to bringing on back here. If Sean gets this here, he's going to but almost close the window here. Oh, he misses. It's going to parallel shift down. That may not be a bad. Yeah, that's a tough cut. Tough cut. Wayne Kelly on the APA Southeast Challenge Facebook page here. Mr. Jimmy over there is on there saying, Wayne Kelly. Giving you some love over there on the other side of the stream here. We are streamed to 4 total channels here. Drop. Good try. But yeah, we are streamed on Jacksonville APA's Facebook, Jacksonville APA's YouTube, my YouTube, the Voice of Jacksonville Pool, and last but most certainly not least, the APA Southeast Challenge page. All right. Oh, going for the bridge here. Let's just say, I wonder if he can stretch this one. Try not to lose some accuracy. If you're going to lose too much accuracy, do not stretch for this. I think he may have been going defense here. That cue ball's going to drift on down, though. Close that side pocket, ends up dropping. So unfortunate. Man. Man, oh, man. Huge opportunity for Mr. Bill here. Let's see. Skill 04, 19 points. Next split for Bill is 22. And the next split for Sean is 28 points here. There we go. Good out by Mr. Bill. We will get a score update, but we do have 2 dead. Wait for the teams to confirm here, but should be 27-21. You're good. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you, Jeremiah. Miss Elizabeth's the one that's been helping me with the score on the team here. Okay. 21-27. Gotcha. Thank you. You got room, brother? There you go. Nope, you're fine. You're good. You ain't hurt. You ain't hurt nobody. It's on the floor. You're fine. I don't blame you for getting the towels though. You're good. But yeah, it's okay. All right, nothing on the break. Let's talk about it here. 5, 3, 6, 9, 4, and 8 there from left to right on the top shorthand of the table. Then we got, looks like the 2 and then the 1 ball here. And looks like the 7 here off the bottom short rail. That will do right there. Adrian on Jacksonville AP's Facebook says, let's go, Sean. Appreciate you being in here. Again, thank you for everybody over here. Jason over there still cheering on Team Shortest Crew. You might be able to swing this and get wild with it, honestly. There's a couple opportunities here. Yeah, that was almost worth swinging at. He gets the 8, gets the 9. That'll be all she wrote. Big congratulations here. What a swing. Honestly, there was nothing wrong with that, guys. A quick little sneak peek at the love there. Like, look at all that. Everything got a little wild. That was a good out right there. Let's see, Mr. Bill, skill level 4, made it to 21 points, 15-5. Good start to the beginning here for Team Shorty's Crew here. Let's see. Home team score 15. All right. Yeah, honestly, he had very little to lose by doing that crazy swing. I know, you know, a lot of times, especially us mid to higher players usually want to keep things in line and you know, essentially be very appropriate with our shots and what we're selecting and everything. But, hey, I think he had very little to lose there. He had a lot hanging near pockets, and honestly, the swing worked. I mean, you can't fault him for going for it. Guys, I'm going to mute up for just a second here. We're going to find out who's being put up next. Don't go anywhere. You're just losing audio from my mic here for just a second, but I have not disconnected, guys. Stay tuned. Matchup number 2 is about to begin. Jay says, that's my teammate. That's my man. Jay's leg it there, saying, that a boy, Sean. Sean did good. Sean did really good. He took advantage of the ball hands really well. Better stroke than Mr. Bill there. And again, not picking on Mr. Bill here. Just got to watch out for that extra, that added body English there, the curving of the arm and throwing to the elbow and stuff. Definitely affect you for sure. Mr. Brent's up. This should be a great battle between these two here. Great battle. Both skill level 4s here. So right now we're sticking with the 4s. Battle of the 4s, if you will. With that being said here, that will be 8 skill level points out of 23 total. That leaves both teams with 15 skill level points left in the battle. Brent over there on the right. Mr. Jeremiah on the left here in the red. Brent in blue, Jeremiah in red. All right, good lag here. Jeremiah hoping to control the break here and take control of this matchup. Obviously, Team Hoo-doo-hoo. Hold on here. Gotta clear my voice here. Guys, y'all gotta get on to me. I gotta do this right. Gotta hoo-doo-hoo. There you go. Team Hoo-doo-hoo hoping to get the win here and not let Shorty's Crew get too much further in there. In fact, they're looking to cut their reign short, if you will. But Shorty's Crew looking to knock the lights out here out of Team Hoo-doo-hoo. Let them know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 3. For those that remember those commercials here. There's your puns for their names. That's all I got for you today, guys. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm packing up. I'm going home. That's the best jokes I got for you guys. If y'all looking for more, I ain't got it for you, okay? I just can't do it. That's all we got in one day. All right, Mr. Jeremiah on the break here, looking to attack. Janelle, does he go by J? J-A-Y-Y? I will change it to that. If he goes by Jay there, I will gladly change that. You just let me know if that's what he probably goes by. Jason there says, Brent, you got this $5. Let's go. Jason will love it. Oh, man. Janelle, I'm going to go and change it. You let me know if that's wrong, though, okay? Please. Yes, okay. I'm going to go and change it in there, just like we did for Mr. Sean a moment ago. Again, as long as their nickname or whatever they go by is respectful of the player here, I say that so that way there aren't any crazy inside jokes of anything, you know what I mean? But if it's respectful, I don't mind changing it, guys. There's no reason their name can't be what they want to be on the live stream. So, appreciate it, Janelle. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate you too, my dear. Good shot by Mr. Brent here. Jay had a nice little start right there. I liked his thought process there. Again, for those just tuning in here, this is the Battle of the Skill Level 4s a second time around. You got it just a second ago. Now we got it a second time here. By the way, over 40 viewers right now. Actually, I'm sorry, almost closer to 50 viewers amongst all the streams combined. With that being said here, I only see about 15 total shares across the board, guys. If we can get the shares up a little bit further, that would mean a lot to me. Again, these players deserve it. They've worked their butt off this entire weekend to get this point here. And we're down to this matchup and one other matchup here. All teams going home with money today, though, so everybody should be a little happy about that. Oh, dead ball. All right, huge opportunity here for Mr. J. I'll be up front and honest with you here. I think I'm going to take the easier, straightforward play here and actually take that 5 top left-hand corner pocket, roll up, so that way I can take the 6 to the left-hand side pocket potentially here. Kind of getting that same line where the 9 and 6 are, a little bit further up where the cue ball is right this second. Oh, he was trying to roll it back. It did jump here. So that is going to open up the opportunity back for Mr. Brent. I see Jay doing the same thing I still do as a 5 now, but it's the same concept. Us 4 and 5s get stuck on draw and pulling things back and don't look for the. It's way easier to follow than it is to draw. Way more controlled. Oh, Brent's short on that as well. Here hits the bottom part of that pocket point. Opportunity here, top right-hand corner pocket. And then should be able to get back below the 6, I'm assuming here. Unless he does any extra, try to get back above it. But honestly, I like him being back below the 6. I was going to clip into the 6 here. And there may be a window there for that 5. If not, he's left Brent tough. But if Brent got down on that shot pretty fast. I feel like he's got good eyes on this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he definitely had good eyes on it here. Almost got some love from the 8, a little extra cheddar there, but misses the 5. 5's back center of the table here. Jay lining up on this here. Has a pretty, almost straight shot here by the look of it. Hits it good. Comes on back down below the 6 ball. It's actually where you want to be right now. 6 has already drifted a little bit to that left-hand long rail. So the side pocket's out of the equation, so you definitely want to be below it. Take that 6 top left-hand corner pocket. He strokes it fairly well, but misses it. He was off on his angle just a little bit, but a great leave. I tell you what, every team needs a Miss Elizabeth on their team. She is over here cheerleading the snot out of this matchup for Jay, and I enjoy that sort of good camaraderie here amongst teammates. That is phenomenal. Huge shout out to Miss Elizabeth for that, by the way. I do mean that 100%. Don't want that to be somebody thinking I'm being sarcastic. I absolutely do mean that. She's over here clapping on his shots and everything. That's so good. Every team needs a hype person. Every team does. Jason, great question. How many teams are left here is what I'm assuming you're asking there. By that question, ooh, hangs up the 8. So because there is 2 boards, this is the final 4 because we're in the semifinals on both sides. Technically there's 8 teams, but it's the final 4 on each board. So there will be 2 first-place winners, 2 second-place winners, and so on. Every team that returned today, which was the final 8 for each board, every team will be paid out today. So, all right. Got some opportunity here. Got some low-hanging fruit, if you will. Holly says, let's go, Liz. Way to stay hyped. She is staying very, like, I'm being dead serious about it, too, Holly. I may have to turn the oh, he's trying to drift on over. I may have to turn one of the cameras, actually. Hold on here. Let me see. And, again, this isn't to pick on Miss Liz here, but y'all don't tell her I'm doing this, though, okay? We'll see once my camera gets on here. Let me see if I can get the adjustment here. All right, going for the 1-railer. Rod's trying to ensure he hits into that 8. It may be a little too dark over here. So I'm holding it here, but there is Miss Holly right there, or not Miss Holly, I'm sorry, Miss Liz, and literally she's been over there clapping this entire time, by the way, guys, every single time. Look at that, look at that, look at that, hype girl right there, indeed. You gotta love it. You gotta love the team sportsmanship. You got to, like, you can't be mad at that. There's my little holding the handy cam there. And I know because of that I got off on score a little bit here. So I'm off by 1. Bear with us for just a moment. But again, I love the support here. All right, we'll get a quick score update here from the teams. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it here. All right, guys. Score has been confirmed here, 3-6. Yeah, Trapper, don't. I promise you guys, I love y'all. Don't worry about the score. I promise you. I get a score confirmation after each rack because your boy here runs his mouth too darn much. To say the least here, I do crazy things like the hype camera there to show y'all Miss Liz there, Elizabeth, showing the love and support here to Jay. She said, you know, she's like, I know how to get in his head and get him hyped up. And I said, you're doing it. Like, it's working. Keep it up. But I did want to show you that, guys. That is an important team dynamic. Look at that. Solid break here. Has eyes on the 1. Actually has a little bit of a spread on everything. I know it's nothing crazy, but he's actually, I mean, everything's got a little bit of breathing room. Everything has a home. I mean, it's tough here to get from, you know, the 1 with a real option here to get to the 2. Honestly, he's better off playing defense. He can do a couple ways here. He can either go and try to hide the cue ball up in that mess up there and basically do almost a cross bank on the 1, or he can send the 1's happy butt on up to the top part of the table too. But look at that, not a bad break. Needs to roll a little further. He gets it. He gets the defense. Smart move. Well played by Mr. J here. Take a look at this, guys. Sometimes simple is best. I like it. When you see a 4, thinking defensively here, that's what's going to help get their game from being a 4 to a 5. It's a smart play. Very smart player. And he smooth stroked that too very well. I'm glad I didn't clip up on the 5 on him. Brent, good try there, but he came up short here and some scratching that side pocket. It will be ball in hand to Mr. J. Jay is getting ahead of him just by a few points here, but Jay wants a little angle here. I don't know if he can easily get past the 8 here just based on what he has. I feel like he's going to end up clipping the 8 some here. No, he's trying to draw it back here. That's that skill 04 habit right there. I ain't picking on you, I promise, Jay. I'm just a 5. I'm right there with you guys, I promise you. I just see some of the habits that we have as you know, 3 4s and 5s essentially. Tried for the combo here. I like the stroke though. I like the stroke. All right. Don't know if Brent has a home for that 2 at all, to be honest with you here. So I'd honestly love to see a good defense from him here. All right, he was trying for a swing on it. 2 balls going to come on down table. I can't tell if the 3's taking up a lot of real estate there. I feel like he may be able to clip some of the 2 here. He just did the, I call it the sniper eye look. Yeah, he got down on that shot pretty fast. I feel like you can see the top left-hand side of it, at least for sure, at worst case scenario. So, oh, ends up hitting the 3. I can't tell if that was with his cue or if that was with the cue ball here. Because with his cue, he needs to just move it back, which is what I think they're agreeing upon here. Yeah, the cue ball never changed trajectory here, so it was definitely with his cue there. So absolutely move it back, make sure you agree upon it. Great job. Great job. Brent going for the swing here, trying to see if he can get some cheddar on it. And that cue ball's going to drift onto the left-hand side, but still open up for the 2-ball top right-hand corner pocket here. Guys, again, appreciate everybody for tuning in here. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday here with us. Definitely show both these teams here. Georgia versus Alabama here in the house. There we go, a good pot right there. Keep it simple. Honestly, I don't think he was going to be able to honestly get himself a good window without doing something too crazy and really risking that point. And right now, every point is critical here. So there we go. He's going to get a good hit there, but that will open up beautifully for Brent here. And Brent has been biding his time for this opportunity. He needs to take advantage of it. Needs to take advantage of it. Honestly, I know I was kind of saying not to, but if he's straight, he needs to draw this back and maybe see if he can pop that 4 in that left-hand side pocket. Get a little bit more level with the cue. He's down on it here. He may end up accidentally jumping it. It's hard for me to tell from this angle here, but yeah, he lost a little bit of accuracy there. He needed to get a little bit more level with his cue here. He was up at a higher degree angle there. And definitely was losing a little bit of accuracy here on it. Looks like Rod is going to call for the shot to be watched here. Looks like we got the referee in the building here. They're looking for the accidental hit there into the 7. They are close up to each other. We'll be a little close to this here. Looked like it was a clean hit. I think the ref called it as a clean hit. Good job here. That will open up for Brent, though. Looks like there should be space spot in left-hand corner pockets. And now the question comes in is, does the 4 go to the top left-hand corner? If it does, Brent can roll into this here, bring the 3 on down, take the 4 top left, 5 bottom left, and keep on going on his track from there. If the 4 doesn't go top left, he may need to draw this some or look to play defense off the 4 here in a second, maybe hide up with the 8-9. Brent with a good try, though. He will open up that window by the look of it here for that bottom left-hand corner pocket just fine. There we go, Jay with a good smooth stroke again. Ooh, maybe a little too smooth here. He has now hooked himself for that 4-ball. And looks like Mr. Johnson's coming on out. My captain, timeout Central here. Jay just kind of free stroked that a little too much here. But honestly, yeah, I think I would take somebody that kind of free strokes and lets loose their stroke a little bit too much over somebody that's too tense. I think one is more easily adjustable than the other. I think when you're too tense up, it kind of seems to snowball within itself, whereas you can tighten it up just a little bit if you're free stroking stuff a little too much. I feel like if you free stroke, you have a better opportunity to correct it easier than if you're too tight of a player here with your stroke and very, very straight with how you're hitting on stuff. So honestly, I like Jay's stroke a little bit better because of that. Right here, swinging again, but that will open up that 4-ball top right-hand corner pocket. 3-10 here, 1 dead. 14 total balls here, 6 left on the table. There we go. Again, look at that. I mean, again, he's just honestly just letting his stroke out really well. Really, really well. Brandon's going to have to catch the gear here. Shortest crew is chasing behind Hoo-Hoo this time around. It was reversed just a little while ago for matchup number 1. All right, another good pop by Jay. And he has eyes on the 7. The 8 does not seem to have room up past that 9, but honestly, if he makes the 7 here and makes it 13-3, even if it ends 13-6, which he just made it, he'll be in fine shape. There's actually Karam here as well, but Mr. Johnson has used the timeout here. So I don't know if he knows to look for it, but that 9 does go in that top left-hand corner pocket and would be massive points. He's going to go for the defense. Gets it. Looks like Rod's going to call a timeout, as he should. Just got to tell him how to figure out how to work with this here, but looks like he's just trying to do a little split here and use the 9-ball as the core blocker here. All right, he's painted the picture for Mr. Brent here. And that will work. That will work right there. Nicely done. Mr. Brent with a good defense here. He's got to start locking Jay down a little bit. Again, the more comfortable you see somebody, more that free stroke and that type of style here, they're loose, guys. Loose as can be. Jay with another brilliant defense here as well. Here, nice little response back against Brent. Very impressive by both these 4s, guys. Well played. Well played. You don't always get to see these good defensive battles between a couple 4s here. And I like seeing it. Again, Brent responds in kind here. It did open up a little bit here. I believe the 8 does have the home bottom left-hand corner pocket, but that is a lot of distance, and he is close up on it here. So I don't know if he'll be able to get this or not, but he will have an opportunity. Problem is a degree here makes a world of difference downfield with the amount of distance he has. Get down on it, do, do, do. Yeah, he goes to try to drain it here. It is going to lift out a little bit and bounce off that bottom short rail. That will open up opportunity for Brent here. And honestly, Brent, if you can just pot this here, you will have eyes on the 9. Just don't overhit this. Smooth stroke on this. Smooth stroke. Could be 3 massive points here, literally double his score. Hits it, slow down cue ball, and he's still in vision. He's a little bit to the right of it here. It made it just a little bit trickier, but not impossible for these guys and how they're shooting his 4s. He is stretching for this. And overcuts it because of the stretch there. Very unfortunate right there. Jay has to punish him on this one here. Make it 15-4. As long as he doesn't take this for granted here, he's taking his time. He's got a good pre-shot routine. He's still kind of following that same motion. There we go. Good out by Jay. Should be 4-15 on the score here. We'll get a confirmation in just a moment. (15-4) I think is what I heard here. Perfect. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you, my dear. Jay's shooting impressive here. Brent has got to take better advantage of his opportunities. He was stretching a little bit too much for that that last 9 ball here. It definitely cost him, unfortunately, on that. And again, if he can loosen up just a little bit here, just a little bit. Get down on it, bum, bum, bum. I feel like Brent needs to hear the music a little bit here. Get a little swing going in them hips. Chat, y'all have gotten a little quiet there on the stream side. Everybody okay over there? Let me know. Let me know everything's still good on y'all's in here. I'm enjoying me a nice little mint here. Two, three, four, five, six. 2 on the break. Nicely done, Jay. Well played. Jay is well within striking distance to potentially reverse this. Trapper, great question here. So to win this matchup, both gentlemen need 31 points. They're both skill level 4s. They race to 31. Now, in terms of the team score, the first team to 51 points or the first team to 50 points with 3 wins, because the tiebreaker is at 50-50, which team has the 3 wins out of 5? One second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Good try on the side pocket here. Again, they'll parallel shift up a little bit, not really leaving Brent with a lot of opportunity. Now, guys, if they do this like they did last time for the 8-ball version, when we get to the finals, they did not do a sudden death for the finals here. With that being said, what that means is when this matchup is done, we'll be ending the stream and then bring it back up for the finals matchup of the night. But yeah, Trapper, did that explain it to you, brother? All right, Jay sitting there resetting a little bit. Hits it smooth. Pots it just fine here. Brent's going to have to really respond in kind here from this point forward. Jay has really gotten a very significant lead here. Jay trying to throw it here. Looks like he used a little inside to try and throw it. And that has opened up the opportunity now for Brent here. Let's see if he can get a little run going, especially where that 4 is at. Looks good. So if we can get this 2 to 3, there should be at least 3 solid points here. Don't clip on top of it. All right, he's got eyes. All right, good try there. Nice thing is that did at least roll up just fine. Look at that. Oh, barely misses it here. He's going to clip into the 4. He's going to send the 4 on that right-hand long rail. I don't know if he's left Brent with anything. Yeah, well, not this matchup between these two gentlemen, but between these two teams. When the winner of the teams here overall is decided, then I will end the stream here for the semifinals and go back live for the finals here. So not between these two gentlemen. Will I be ending stream anytime soon? But it will be once the 5 matchups and the winner of this matchup is said and done. And I'm just giving you guys that as a heads up. That way, in case you step away later on, you're like, wait a minute, the live stream was just there. I know they're supposed to be doing the finals. What happened? Because what usually ends up happening is my phone starts blowing up in on Messenger out of nowhere. Everybody's like, where's the live stream? Where'd you go? I was like, I promise you guys, I always come back. Always come back here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Hey, my pleasure, brother. Thank you for being here, Trapper. Appreciate you. All right, Mr. Johnson coming to the table here. Looking at a crossbank here. Which, honestly, that should work out just fine for him. And I think may end up going and making him go 3 rails. My only worry is that a 9 ball getting big for where he's going to leave that cue ball. He's got to give this a little oomph. A little pizzazz, if you will, to make sure it gets all the way across the table and doesn't open up too much here. Miss Lorna says, let's go, Brent. Yeah, Brent needs some love. He's had a couple opportunities here. Jay's been shooting very well, kind of free stroking, very loose. So Brent has got to have a good come up here. Oh, I think that is a miss altogether here, and it sure is. Jay's going to hand the ball in hand. Good sportsmanship there. I love seeing that. Brent will have eyes on this 4. It is off rail just a tiny bit, just barely below that side pocket. If it's off rail enough, I actually don't mind it being taken up to the top right, but we shall see. By the way, guys, too, I know there's plenty of y'all out there, but in case you're kind of new to this, you're like, look, how do I get this opportunity? How do I get to be a part of the APA Southeast Challenge? First and foremost, you need to be a part of the APA. You need to be in the Southeast here between Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. Those states are represented here at the APA Southeast Challenge here. And then you must get your team qualified through your triannuals or tri-cups. I've heard it called a couple different names here. Once your team gets qualified there, you'll go to what's called the World Qualifier here. From there, when the World Qualifier, your goal is obviously to win first place. But in case you get all the way to the end and you lose in that finals match and don't get to go to Vegas to represent your league area there, well, guess what? Y'all get an opportunity to come here and see me and get to come enjoy the beautiful, beautiful area here. Well, assuming it's here next year. I don't know for sure yet. But yeah, you get to come on over here and then fight for a huge cash prize. So that is going to be not a bad leave. It is cuttable, but not a great leave, not a bad leave. Not a gimme, not a out of the realm of possibility to where Jay couldn't pot it. Good couple points from Brent here. He's got to start racking through. Honestly, if he can get these 3 final points here, if Jay gives him another chance at the table, 10-19, he starts to get a little bit closer in striking distance. Definitely feels a little bit easier getting them double digits. And especially controlling the break here, you could have a good reversal here. I've seen this type of swing where 5 points swing real fast. Jay will give him an opportunity at the table. That 8 is going to open up for that top left-hand corner pocket. Can Brent get it? Let's see here if Brent can make this a closer matchup. Jay, of course, hoping to continue running away with it here and get the win for Hoo-to-Hoo and reverse the first loss of the day. Good follow through from Brent there. And now that 9 is opened up for him taking the right-hand side pocket. Jay will still be sitting in a pretty position right now, a very commanding position, if you will. even if Brent gets this here, but it will start to be a little bit of a reversal. Brent pops it perfectly in there in that right-hand side pocket. 10-19 here. What's up, Ashley? How you doing? You coming to join? All right, do you got time? You can?
Yeah.
Okay. She says, yeah, I ain't working. I'm getting my 19-10. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate you, my dear. Well, welcome on by here. How you doing, Ashley?
I don't know if my volume's on, but I'm doing good.
It is. Get it closer.
Hello.
There we go.
My voice is slightly weathered right now from all of the
What, you've been screaming all weekend or
talking.
something? Goodness gracious.
not much screaming, just a lot of talking. A lot of talking.
And by the way, guys, of course, for those that do not know, Ashley Mooring here, tournament director extraordinaire,
Do my
runner-up.
best.
Yeah, you did great. Did great. We're here at the tail end. We're getting to, if you will, enjoy the fruits of everyone's labor here.
Yes.
There's been a huge undertaking. I implore you guys to kind of pay attention on these events as well. Watch how much running around, if you're on league operators here, and if not, the other league operators, between referee shifts and taking care of all these sort of different odd and end parts that go into running this tournament. I mean, even Ken looked at me last night. Ken was like, Tim, I'm beat. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It's
And I was like, I don't blame you.
exhausting. It's not just the number of hours you put in, it's how kind of your brain is going 100 miles a minute the entire time. Like you're at high frequency the whole time. So it's definitely takes a toll on you.
Sorry, trying to adjust it a little bit here. We've had some of the burly men on there here. I was trying to take out a little bit of the bass and stuff in your voice here.
But we've had, let's see, we need people for data input, people for handicap review, people for clipboards and, refereeing. We have a floor manager that kind of helps out overseeing the referees, make sure that sudden death gets called on time. And then you have your tournament director that's there to help out as rulings, just for a second person to come out and help with any rule issues. And then you have your raffle people that help out with
Yes.
the raffles. You have people that help out with the merchandise. I think at any given
Huge
time.
merch table, by the way.
Yeah, the merch.
I like the merch table.
The
I'm
merch
a
has
fan
been
of
a
that.
growing animal these last few years. But I think they appreciate it. We try to make this as similar to Vegas as possible.
Yeah.
So when you go to Vegas, you can, usually walk around and talk to a bunch of different vendors.
Yes, you can.
So we try to, accommodate that as much as we can.
I definitely love it. Good
Nice
shot.
combo.
Yeah.
So who's playing right now?
So that is Jay in the red shirt there.
Okay.
That's playing here for Team Hoo to Hoo. He is hoping to reverse the initial win that Shortest Crew got. So right off about a 15-5, very solid first round
Yeah.
victory. And unfortunately here for Brent here, he seems almost a little tense here. Jay's almost kind of a free stroke to an extent here. He lets his stroke out a lot. And I was
I've
telling-
talked to Jay a few times throughout the
Have
tournament.
you?
He's a very easygoing gentleman.
Very much so.
He
Very much
is.
so. Yeah, I like it. Also,
Go
I'm
with the flow kind of guy.
I'm a man about names here, and his original name, if you will, or government name, as some people would say, here is Jeremiah. And I love the name Jeremiah. There's a
Oh,
unfortunate there, strong name in Jeremiah.
that's
so.
crazy. I think he was trying to avoid the scratch by
Yeah.
going with that shot, because if he had tried to kind of cut that into the bottom left hand, he was worried about the
Crazy
scratch
though.
in the bottom right hand corner.
Yep.
But didn't think about that side pocket.
No, he didn't. No, he avoided one only to step into the other pothole, huh?
So I know he's ball in hand here, but that four ball's in a kind of
That's icky.
interesting. He can get the window
Mm-hmm.
to probably cut it in past that eight ball, but that is a tight window.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is indeed here. Yeah, if Brent can get himself loose a little bit, which here's where the only downfall here is Brent has helped me before in live stream here.
Okay.
So he's actually familiar with myself here and everything, and I don't know if that's got him on nerves here, knowing how many people back home are watching and trying to show him the love and support or what. But if he can get loose and just like let go just a little bit, maybe he needs to hop on that massage table for a second.
Or just, do a little shimmy,
Yeah.
little shimmy dance in
That-
between
I
shots.
I said that earlier. I was,
Kind of
I
like
was
a
like,
little
he
dance.
needs to shake them hips.
Yeah.
There was one of the songs that were on. I was like, this is a good hip shaking
Do a
song.
little
Like, get it.
two-step.
Yeah. Drop, pop it, lock it, Brent. Whatever
my-
floats your boat.
On my first ladies league team that I ever played on, I remember my captain, every time that I would start to get frustrated, she'd be like, let me see it.
Yeah.
And I would have to do this little shimmy jiggle thing, and she's like, relax, have fun. It's like, all right.
That's phenomenal, though. That's
No,
good.
she was a good captain.
I was about to say that is good captain quality right there.
She was the first person to get me onto a APA team
That's good.
back in 2011, I think it was.
Ashley over here trying to show her age.
Trying. Oh, you almost got lucky with that 8-ball.
No cheddar.
All right, so here, would you go for the carom shot?
Yeah.
Or would you? Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely, it's set, and I think you can try to get the 6 in a more favorable position, which honestly I'm just trying to get center table.
I mean, if you hit it light enough, you can keep the 6. That's perfect.
Ooh, we hit it too light, though. The 8 and the cue ball's hung.
Oh.
Yeah, the 8's still there. He didn't drop it.
I didn't. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
he babied it. Oh, man.
I think he cut the 6 a little too thin also to get the angle he needed for the
Yeah.
carom.
What's nice, though, is, and again, we've seen a little bit of good higher-end behavior from these two as well, where they're definitely showing up. What's up, Sir Rax a lot here. Oop, see you in a moment here. Yeah, what's nice, and I'm going to repeat it back to Ashley here when she comes back, is that we have seen some really good behaviors from these two as well, which is very awesome to see. Oh, you're going to see Mr. Johnson get on up here, my captain here. Tough situation. They're calling for a shot to be watched on the table next to us here. Ashley's running on over. All right, so going to tell him to go rail first, of course. Kick him behind it. Might even, yeah, he's going to have to kick him behind it. The 7's to the left of the 6 here. Looked like a good hit to me. Oh, that may, it looks like it has room there for the bottom left. If it does, there is massive, kicking one box down here. Massive point potential here. Little bottom here, drift on over. Pots it, beautiful. Brent actually has a great opportunity to actually get this way closer. There we go. You can do this a couple ways. I actually think I think maybe actually a little bottom right here may be a better choice. I was about to say force follow may get him, but he's got to get back below that 9. He's going to be on the side of it here. Welcome back, Ashley.
Hello.
Hello.
Just a small question
Well, I got an answer.
from the husband.
Monopoly is the best board game in the world. There's my answer. I don't know what
Really?
the question was, but there's my
I
answer.
kind of liked Life growing up. That was my
Oh,
favorite.
A little spin. Little spin
Yeah.
wheel.
Plus, do you go to college or do you go for marriage? It was a very clear, choice as a child.
I always had 4 kids. Always. It just ended up happening. I don't know how, but it ended up happening.
It is kind of funny how they're like, do you want to get an education or do you want to have a family?
Yeah.
That game would have been canceled if it had come out this year.
All right.
So you think he was going for the bank shot
Yeah,
there?
he's going for the bank. He actually just had a really good run. He was set up. He potted 3 out of the 4, so he got
Okay.
3 out of the 5 possible points here since the 9 ball was the last ball. But what I was telling you is I've been impressed here, which we should be seeing at this point in the game where we're at. But we're seeing some really nice behaviors here. We're seeing on the upper echelon of force here. You're seeing there was a nice little defensive battle between these two, and they've been thinking about that kind of stuff and thinking about getting a little bit better shape here for
Nice
a multi-ball
shot.
run. Goodness gracious, Jay. That was a lot
So
of green.
notice that Jay hit that nice and soft, nice
Yeah.
and controlled. A lot of
Wow.
people stroke that a little bit too hard because they're, now there's a fine balance there.
Yes.
But I will say when it comes to that last shot on the table, not slow rolling it, but just going a nice controlled speed.
25-14. Liz has confirmed the score with us here. Appreciate you. Team's been doing a great job keeping me up to date just in case, because
It's always nice when somebody's attentive to
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. But yeah, I've very much been a big fan of this tournament, Ashley, to say the least here. Very good job
Thank you.
running it here. Again, I still don't even want to pretend like I understand the amount of work that went into this, and especially the wonderful cork wrench that you had to deal with of adjusting and moving everything over while trying to make sure everybody was able to safely get away and get here and come and enjoy this this event. I think that was amazing.
I think a lot of us thrive in the some of us thrive, I guess I should say, in those types of situations, and I'm lucky to be one of them. I think COVID helped a lot of us with that kind of mindset that you have to get into.
Yeah.
I think having the option of it, if this had been 8 ball, it would have been a different story.
Yeah.
Having the option of running the 4 rounds in one day, even though it was pretty much a strain on the staff, the players really didn't have much, because most people that played one round were not staying for the next round, or they were coming back later, regardless if they won or lost. It wasn't until the end of the night that if you continued to win that you were playing the next round.
Bingo. Unfortunately,
anybody playing the late round last night did have to come back today.
Yep, that was the
Yes.
the one quote unquote downfall.
That was the one downfall of the new schedule that affected the players in a semi-negative way. Luckily, all of them had to do it, so it was still fair.
Exactly, which is huge. There is something to be said about that.
But no, everybody had a great attitude. All the teams showed up. We had one team that wasn't able to make it due to the hurricane.
Understood.
And it was a team from Georgia.
Yeah.
Ted Waller, if you're watching, or anybody from that area, we will be sending you guys your gift bag along with some extra stuff, merchandise, table-wise, that you guys will get some event T-shirts.
Let's go.
Just kind of as a courtesy. And fortunately, we wish you could have been here, but we'll do something just to make sure that you get something for your efforts.
Good shot. All right.
That was a beautiful shot.
We might see a gear here from Brent. I love that, by the way. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
That's huge.
We had one team not make it from Orlando, but it sounds like they were not going to make it regardless, so that was not storm affected.
Okay.
So the fact that it was just one team, and the team, they were on their way here. The road was washed out that they needed to take. They turned around to kind of find a different route and decided that they were just going to go back home and see if the tournament was even still going.
Ooh,
a little bit of luck.
He got the cheddar there.
And that 5 came out for the cut shot.
Sprinkle. I like it.
But I was very happy that we didn't have like a massive no-show situation, because that was like, oh, please, make it where everyone, could make it. We also had a lot of people with Airbnbs or hotels that they could not get refunds.
Yes.
And because the hurricane was not hitting us directly, there wasn't much consideration.
Yeah.
And
which is wild.
We paid for hotel rooms also, so like even though we were in that boat, but look at the leave. That is not an easy shot.
It's not.
That's either a safety
Massive
situation or that is a kick shot.
Just imagine, too, by the way, if he would have picked up these last 4 points, it'd be 23-26 right now. Might as well be tied after that. Goodness gracious, what a run. It was 10-19 just a moment ago. I just want that known.
So the gentleman doing the timeout right now,
that is.
He is a skill level 9.
That is the skill. That's the
big,
and
he just received a skunk patch from the last round against a 7.
He skunked a 7?
Yes, he did.
He 20-7. Get the French toast out of town.
We made one skunk
Liz
patch.
is sitting here nodding too.
Yep. I hear it was a phenomenal match. Yeah, the other player.
I like what Liz is saying. I agree 100%. She said it was in the 4th match. It was sudden death, and we should not have been in sudden death in the 4th match. That's the right attitude. Thank you for that. Say it for all the people in the back. I can tell you exactly what happens if you were in that 4th match.
Did go.
Ooh, I'm surprised he was able to get it, though.
I think he had to throw it a little bit.
Yeah.
If you notice, he put a lot of right-hand English on that.
Yes, he did.
I think it was also to get that cue to come back around for that 8-ball leave. So it was a double win situation.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're in this tournament and that 3-hour mark has come and gone, and you're just now starting that match at number 4, after 3 hours have happened and sudden death has been called, it means a couple things very much so happen. I guarantee it. It means very slow on the put-ups. Usually like put up, okay, they're going to take a restroom break, stuff like that's happening. And then as well, which I saw only a couple times I saw it, which was a little weird. I've seen a couple teams without a little timer for the timeouts, and you can pretty much guarantee if there were extended timeouts, multiple racks, a couple extra minutes here and there. I mean, it just adds up.
It does add up.
So
a lot of times you also see a lot of those like hill kind of matches,
yep.
like where that, the 5 versus, I say hill. I know it's not 8-ball, but,
but
for
still.
me, whenever you're 9 balls away, I consider you on the hill.
Yeah.
And you're basically 1 rack away from possibly winning. we had a lot of close matches this tournament where, you know, like the 12-8 scores or the 17-3 or 13-7 scores. A lot of that. Also, I will say defensive shots. I mean, a team can be on top of their time management.
That is true. That
and
could happen.
still go long
Yeah.
just because the defenses and the races are, you know, super close.
True.
But yes, usually it's a combination of
Yeah, it just takes
getting
all
your
of them.
players
Yeah.
to the table.
It's a domino effect.
It's always kind of, everyone kind of knows right off the bat who they're putting up for the first match, right?
Yep.
It's usually that third and fourth match. So you snap that 8-ball.
That will
in.
be it.
Yep, got the 8-ball.
By the way,
Beautiful game, beautiful game.
that is a reversal. So that is a 15-5 win.
Wow.
So we're going into match number 2
2020.
or number 3. Yeah, if we might as well just hit the reset button and run it in a 3.
Which was a horrible year. I'm going to need you to change that score.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness gracious, I loved it too. Whenever someone was like, "Yeah, but we have next year," and they're like, "Wait a minute, but it's 2021," and they spelled one as WON. I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Wait a minute, what about the year after?" And they're like, "It's
Yeah,
2022," and then they did TOO, and I'm like, "You better stop it."
So
You
this
better
team
stop
knew
it.
exactly who they were putting up.
I love it. I love seeing it.
Shorty's popcorn crew. Okay.
All right, let's see. See what we got. We've had 2 back-to-back matches, actually, of both skill level 4s.
Okay.
So I've not had to change points in it at all. I had it right from the get-go.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's funny.
Less clicking.
I always do 31 every time because I feel like 4 is the most common throw out there
Yeah.
for me. And yeah, we'll see what's happening here. I'm still hoping and praying that we see Rod versus Mr. Johnson there, the super nines.
I didn't even realize that they were playing against each other.
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
And they can field each other. Both teams can easily field both nines.
So this is the
without a
question,
problem.
though. I mean, when you have those power nines and you're playing against the other team with the power 9, throwing off on that,
Cut him, yes.
you really got to throw off on them. Like, don't get me wrong, I love seeing a battle.
I love it, but I respect otherwise.
But I respect throwing
Yeah.
the 2 on the 9 in a high-level tournament
Yes.
situation.
100%.
The 2 has a better chance of beating that 9 than your 7, 8, or 9 does, unless you also have that really good 9.
True, which they both do. Both these nines have the skunk ability, if you will. All right, let's see if we can find out who's being thrown here. I see Liz is helping out with a cue here, so give us 1 second.
Who's up?
But who is it? Garrison Miles, and who's there? Deborah, got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. 3 versus, all right, so here comes the cut. 3 versus a 5.
All right.
This is interesting. I am a fan of this situation happening right now. I'm very much a fan of this. I don't know who well, no, we saw right away. Shorty's through Garrison,
Shorty's,
so
yeah.
who did the cut? So a 38-25 race. Oops, if I click on the right thing here, guys, give me 1 moment.
And I will say, you know, when you're strategizing, you know, who you're throwing when an 8-ball, the sudden death is such a game changer. But a
Yes.
9-ball, I don't feel like is as much of a game changer
Yeah.
because you still have that race, you know, based on. Ooh, look at that 9-ball go towards that pocket.
It tried to just like drift
I
over
know,
there
it's
calmly,
like,
like
maybe. No, I'm just gonna sit right here and tease you.
it was like all the chaos is happening on the table. This is my chance to get off this thing.
There's really no shot on the 1 unless you're gonna get crazy with it. Try to like hit the 1 off the 6 into the 9 or something. But
Here she goes. Watch it happen.
she's looking at it.
I love it.
But I do not think that 1 goes past the 3.
By the way, Chad, I still appreciate y'all. Holly, I didn't call it out earlier because we were talking for quite a while here. Holly's favorite game is Clue, by the way. She loves Clue.
Oh,
Yeah,
Clue, that's
yeah.
a good one too.
That was a good one. That's fun. Uh-oh, that is going to
Look
hide.
at that accidental
Yeah.
defense.
That'll do. Which, I mean, this isn't against Miss Deborah, but when you're against a 1, 2, or 3, you better expect it's going to happen some.
Oh yeah.
You better
Whenever I'm
expect it.
having my really good nights, I say I'm shooting like a 7 and leaving like a 2.
That's a really good night. That's an extremely good night.
Because when you miss and you
Oh,
hook them
man.
accidentally, you're like, sorry.
Yeah, you're like, whoopsie date. Oh, look at. Oh no, another good leave
Aw.
for me, not for you. So sad.
I'm definitely a banterer when I'm playing my match, unless I can tell my opponent. You can read the body language sometimes.
Yeah, if they're upset.
And I'll just kind of hush up if I can tell it's, not their cup of tea. But it is fun when you get those other players that are banter players as well. And she sets him up for the combo 9-ball.
My favorite is one night I was doing the same thing. I was shooting like a 7, leaving like a 2, and the rolls were going my way for sure. And I didn't even need them to at first. Like I was already up on how I was shooting against her, and like there was a not only a lucky make, but then the leave got me perfect shape for the next ball. 100%. I was trying defense, completely trying to do this by him. And it's funny. I went and shook my leg and stuff like that, and I was like, there's that horseshoe. I said, gosh darn. I was like, Siri, put in another reorder for more horseshoes from Amazon, please. And like she was like, yeah. She's like, because you need to stop using them. I was like, I'm all out now. They're gone. I promise. They're out of here.
We have one player in our league that just tends to get lucky all the time.
Yeah.
And he has this just contagious laugh. And so, like, as soon as a ball kind of, like, slops in, he'll just start laughing. And it's just so, like, his opponent will start laughing because he's laughing. And then it's
That's
just
good.
fun,
That's so good.
So he gets 2 points.
Yes, he does. Gets to control the break. We'll see if he gets hold of it a little better this time around.
Yeah, I know some people take it as an insult when you go and check a rack.
Yeah.
But in 9-ball especially,
Check it.
I would, before the match starts, let them know, hey, feel free to check my rack. I'm going to be checking your racks.
There you go.
Don't take it the wrong way.
Yep.
A lot of times the lower skill players do their best. Sometimes they just don't really know what to look for.
Exactly.
And
That's a great way to put it.
as you, depending on how friendly you're feeling and how, the relationship is with that other player, it's okay to kind of show them.
Yes, 100%.
Hey, so see this gap right here in the back? That's going to help me make the 9-ball.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to kind of tighten that up right there.
Yeah, you definitely you don't want the gap in the back,
No. Gap in the front's not
and don't
great.
give me that gap in the front.
The gap in the front will usually kind of affect how much the balls are going to break up. The gap in the back is going to help that 9-ball snap. So learning how to rack and learning what to look for.
You'll see real quick if you ever see me shift and I go from the side break, because I like doing 1 diamond over for my breaks usually, not all the way to the side, but 1 diamond over. If you see me shift from that and I go straight dead center, it's because I know there's still a gap in the front. And usually I've asked, for the re-rack to happen a couple times. I see my opponent maybe getting a little flusher because the re-rack, it may be a bad rack. Obviously people put the indention in the tables and tap it and stuff.
God.
Please don't do that, by the
Please
way.
don't do that.
Yeah, there's not. You're not helping anything. You're squishing the fibers together. You're
Unless
causing
you're
an
setting
indent.
up trick shots and doing it at different spots on the table.
That's a good
like that's
point.
probably
Yeah.
the only time that I don't cringe.
Yeah, if you're Florian.
But normally those guys know not to tap it very hard, and they're just getting the vibrations in to create that friction to kind of help those stay together. They're not.
Yeah, they're not going hammer time on it. By the way, early 9 possible again. Rod's showing him right now, but it does carry him off. He should just try to shoot to make the 2, and it should drift on over. And it looks like that 4-9 may be wired to that corner pocket just beautifully as can be.
And even if it doesn't, it'll probably clip off and kind of come out a little bit to the left where he has that 3-ball.
Yeah. No matter what,
a little bit of bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look at that. There it is.
Oh.
3, 6, 7 dead.
Another early 2. So the dead balls are winning right now.
Yes, the dead ball. There are 15 dead balls on the matchup here, and there are 5 points. So I think I think a new rule in APA here, if the amount of dead balls get to 31 before you get to your score here, the game's over.
Dead ball should be like a 7. So once there's 55,
yeah, there you go.
it's we'll just call it
we'll
both
just call
players
it,
lose.
We're done. Wherever you're at, it's finished.
New
That's
rule.
funny. That'd be hilarious.
Actually, that's one beautiful thing about the electronic scorekeeping is back in the day, remember you'd start to run out of room?
Yes, you would.
Oh, yeah.
Very much so.
Start making dots.
Look at that. Oh, keep
So we
eyes
got
on 2.
the
Get out the way.
5.
Get out the way, 2.
It did.
Look at that.
So we got
Look
the
at this
5. He has a
setup.
nice setup here.
Oh my gosh.
Now the 1 ball is a little bit of a cut. With the 2 ball, he really has to kind of hit it to kind of bring the cue ball off of the long rail out back to go for the 2, I think, up the
Top
table.
right, yeah.
A lot of people would try to hold that for side.
Oh,
So
I didn't
yeah, I
realize he was
would've-
able to pull it down.
I would not have
as
done
well,
bottom.
yeah.
I would have used top and used the rail to kind of bring the ball back just at a lag speed. And
Good
he shot
try
that
there,
one
yeah.
a tiny bit too hard, but that's okay.
He did. He shot it really fast, too. That was interesting that he got down and went after as fast as he did.
Yeah, the fast decision makers have an advantage, but the fast shooters do not.
I agree with you.
It's okay to make your decision fast.
Yes.
But stay with your pre-shot routine every single time.
Yep. That's an amazing way to put it. Absolutely. What she's talking about, by the way, guys, just to kind of give you some insight here from pool players, is that if you're a fast decision maker, normally your gut instinct is the right instinct here.
Yeah.
It leads you the right direction. It's essentially our version of muscle memory to an extent.
Yeah, and you don't overthink it.
Yeah. And you don't give yourself 8 other options. You're not shopping for auto insurance, right? You don't need to go to the Progressive's website. You get down, trust your shot, and make sure whatever it is you're going after, you have dedicated yourself to that shot. Don't be down in your shot making changes and be like, all right, I ain't gonna do bottom anymore. I'm gonna switch to top, right? Like that kind of stuff gets you in trouble.
Every once in a while, you have a plan, you make a decision, then you kind of get down on the shot and you see a scratch.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to stand back up and reset and
Bingo.
make a new decision.
Ooh, I can't believe you just cut that.
Beautiful shot.
Wow. Get some claps for me, Mr. Garrison.
But
Goodness gracious.
I remember somebody once told me, they're like, go with your gut reaction, go with your gut. Your gut's always right.
Yeah.
Unless it's wrong.
Yeah.
And then do the other one.
Yeah,
and I was like, how is that helpful?
You're like, you just gave me an absolute rule, and then you just told me there's exceptions to that absolute rule. Stop it.
Pretty much.
Stop it.
I don't know if he can see enough of this 7 to cut it. If he can get enough of it, he could throw it with English.
Yeah. I think
Because
that's
I think
kind of.
it's enough to throw. But then you have to think about your lead for the 8. So if you think about this, you'd have to put extreme left.
He's fixing to try and actually bank this top left-hand corner. I
Really?
think Rod just told him to put bottom on it, and he's hitting the right-hand side of that ball. That should make it come off this bottom short rail and back up. Oh, my Lanta. I don't know if he's going for
Almost
the
hooked
defense
it
or going
behind
for
the
it.
8.
Yeah. Wow. By the way, Liz is the hype girl for this team.
Oh, yeah?
I adore her.
She's back here just pacing.
Oh, dude. When Mr. Jeremiah, a.k.a. Jay, was up, like every time he had a good shot and stuff, he just I even turned on the third camera here. I was like, guys, watch. I was like, she's the hype. I was like, every team needs this. Every team needs this person. I'm like, it's important.
A lot of times it's one of the lower level players. And
Yes.
it's incredible to me that there's so many people that don't realize the importance of the glue of that cheerleader. Wow, what a shot. I can't believe it went past the 5.
She is the second highest player on the team. She is the 5 for Team Hoodoo Hoo.
Oh, good.
They have 1 5, 4 4s, and 2 3s, along with Mr. Johnson, who's the 9.
We had one team in the tournament this weekend called Too Many 5s.
If they had anything less than 4 5s, I'm disappointed.
They had a couple 6s that I think were 5s.
Oh, yep, there we go. That makes sense.
They had a 2, 5 5s, and I think 2 6s.
We're not playing Yahtzee here, guys. You're
Right.
not getting bonus points by having all the same number lined up in a row here.
And the 3
Oh,
was
man.
not an original player. So I think that there was some skill level movement, but they did have a majority of the team was 5s.
Uh-oh. I wonder if she's going to get a little love here, but instead.
It's not
it's not a give me.
But it's definitely it's a very makeable shot.
Don't take it for granted, Mr. Garrison.
He needs to fix his bridge.
He does. He does.
I'm gonna send Joey Gray your way.
I love how
I'm sorry.
that was phenomenal.
Was that blunt?
It was necessary blunt though, because let's be real here, a lot of us care about our game.
Yes.
Right? And there are plenty of times I hear people come back and they're like, I listened to the live stream. You were saying I was doing this. Absolute right here. I'm trying to adjust it now, et cetera, et cetera. So I will say the overwhelming majority of people that rewatch the stream are rewatching to improve their game, and overwhelming majority want to hear the blunt facts about it. Which honestly, with you saying Joey Gray, you know good darn well Joey Gray's going to be blunt about it. Right?
He
like,
will say
he'll
in a
be-
very nice way.
Yeah, he'll
but
say
he
it a nice
does
way,
not
but
cut around.
yeah,
He doesn't make you feel like you're doing something right when you're not.
Bingo. Yeah, he isn't like, man, that's a really great way, but this would be a better way to do it. No. He's like,
No, he's like, yeah, I see what you're doing, and that's what a lot of people do.
Yes.
I'm going to show you this way. Do you see why this is better?
there you go. Uh-oh, good leave, good leave, good. Yeah, look at that. Stick 'em.
But I always thought that I had a good bridge.
Yeah.
And he came in and changed mine. And
How do you do your open bridge?
so I used to do the open V, where I just
Okay,
kind of
yeah,
flat hand, scrunch the fingers, brought
Yeah.
my thumb up to create a little V between my, pointer finger and my thumb.
Okay.
Joey had me take my pointer finger and actually tuck it under my thumb.
Yep.
And the first couple times I did it, he's like, do you see how much pressure is on your pointer finger right
Yeah.
now? He's like, that's how much you didn't have support on that side.
Yes. Yes.
And the first full match that I played after changing my bridge and actually committing to the new bridge, because let's be honest, it takes a minute to actually like get that muscle memory going.
Yep.
My finger was sore for like
Yes.
2 days.
Yes.
Because of the pressure I was putting on it. And
Good hit.
very good hit. Hit a rail, hit a rail, hit a rail.
By the way, Jason, that's a
Beautiful.
great point here. Kind of find out we know why his bridge was not a good bridge here. He is a lefty like me, and he was shooting righty right there. That makes complete
I was gonna
sense.
say, like, I've been watching. I didn't see anything. It was just that one shot. He almost
That-
like knuckled it.
Yeah, that makes because that's exactly if I'm having to switch here, I will 100% do or maybe just a little bit like this, but I'm not doing the full on.
Yeah.
With what we were talking about with the tuck underneath for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, very good point. Thank you for that, Jason. Hey Garrison, work on that bridge for your right-handed shooting, sir.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I will say honestly though, ever since the day that I had an opponent choose a particular defensive shot because he knew which side of the table I'd be on and he knew that I was a left-handed shooter, I will say ever since that day's happened, I've worked on my right-handed shooting so that way that never can happen to me again.
Yeah. Or you can
So-
just get comfortable with the bridge.
Yes.
The bridge is your friend.
Yeah. Fish are friends, not food. Every time I hear the bridge is your friend, I can't help but to think about that.
Yeah. I do love it when you have those new players come in and they're like, I'm not using the sissy stick. I'm like, okay, we'll see. These
All
are
right.
9-foot tables. We'll
Yeah,
talk later.
Yeah. I want to be like, bless your sweetheart.
Yeah. But it is a tool in the tool belt. The more comfortable you can get with it at the time that you need it will be a game-changing shot sometimes.
Yes, it will
And
be.
it's nice to have comfort, with that.
By the way, here, Miss Angela, hello. How you doing, my dear? Hope you're well and blessed. Brent said, which Brent is on Team Troy's crew here, he said, y'all see the shot where he shoots with his feet? It's crazy.
Whoa, we're going to have to
don't know.
request one of those.
I don't know if we didn't see that happen.
Shoot with his feet.
So due to unforeseen circumstances, Park Avenue Billiards has banned us here because a player put his foot on the table last year during the Southeast Challenge 9-ball edition.
Oh, it would take a lot more than that.
It would.
Well,
but
don't get me started with the pool bags on the tables, though.
Yeah.
That has become a thing.
Don't have the pool bags.
Now, I will say, Deborah here, like, look at her bridge. She's got a nice spread hand.
Yeah.
She stays down on her shot. That was a beautiful execution.
Look at
I
that,
think that was her
developed
first
the 6.
ball. She's on the board.
Yeah, she's on the board. That first one and the last one, right?
Oh. That would be a short-term memory thing, which is not my strong suit.
Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because of Mike here, I've been listening to the
Ooh,
secret art of
beautiful.
tennis here. Ooh, gravy, biscuits.
Oh, man. She finally got a couple ball run. She had a good leave, and it scratched.
Yeah, she did. Wow. Was not wishing that against her. Come on. But been listening to the secret art of tennis. I've been recommending it to everybody on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I know some people on stream are like, Tim, did you just recommend a tennis boat? We're playing pool. You know the difference, right? Yes, I do. But it talks about the mental game. You just talked about the short-term memory and stuff, part of it
Yes.
here. And I don't even want to give any more of it away. I'm just telling you that I have literally, ever since I've talked about it, I've had a ton of higher-up players. And in the moment, I'm like, because I couldn't remember the name at first, I'm like, it's a tennis book. They're like, oh, you mean the secret art of tennis, Tim? And I'm like, yeah. And every single, higher-up person instantly knew what I was talking about and instantly said,
Yes.
without a doubt, 100%, yes, you need to read that book.
Yes.
I've not had one single higher skill level player, not that I need any more recommendations from it, but I've not had one higher skill level player not recommend it.
I would say golf, tennis, billiards are high form sports.
Yes.
Your form and your, mental state will directly impact your performance.
Yes, it will. What an out.
Probably bowling too.
Yeah,
Little bit.
I could see that with bowling too. Now, I think I'm off by one here, or I didn't mark that previous dead ball. I think she said just
22 to 1.
23.
23
I
to
was
1.
off by one. Okay, perfect. But yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it's
So like this moment right here for Deborah is a mental shift that
Yeah.
she needs to make where it's not about winning the match. It's about closing the gap.
Yeah.
Find out how many balls you need to avoid that 20-0. And then once you hit that, look at how many you need to get that 18-2.
Yep.
And then look at, once you get that, normally it's 1 to 2 balls. And you just create these little short goals for yourself so you don't get overwhelmed with this, kind of spread.
Absolutely.
And I think another big thing that helps me mentally when either I'm losing or winning is to not think about the outcome of the shot and to focus 100% on the form of the shot.
Yep.
Stop thinking about if I make this ball, this is what's going to happen, and start thinking about is my elbow over my cue, is my wrist straight, and is my stance,
Start going through like a little checklist. Yeah. I'm going to get back to that real fast here. I do want to answer an important question. Amy on here said, I thought the purse was on like 5K. Great question. So there's actually 2 boards, and I stress that because everybody's like, hey, how many teams are left? There's technically still 8 teams in it, 4 on each board. There are 2 first-place prizes of $4,700 apiece. That is almost 10 grand of your total $25,000 being handed out here today alone. Today is happening.
This
plays out through 8th place.
We've already paid out the 4th, I guess technically it's 5th through 9th, I want to say. And they all received the
Here you go, I got it for you.
600?
Hold on here. I think it's 9 for the first. Oh, no, 550, sorry. 550, and then it was 900 is
Yeah.
what they were fighting for this morning. Now they're fighting to earn and upgrade it to 1800 is what they're
Yeah,
fighting
we had
towards.
4 less teams in 9-ball than we had in 8-ball, so the payouts were slightly shifted.
Yep.
Each team also gets a prize bag when they first check in. And that is something that we do because we know that not everybody can win.
Yeah.
And we want everybody to walk away a winner.
Well, that had the cool poker chips still again, right?
So we have poker
I like
chips.
those.
There's a patch,
Yep.
the nice stitched patch.
Good job on those custom patches too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I've heard a lot of like, did you see this?
yeah. We made specialty patches for
Yep.
the 9 on the snaps and the break and runs that have the kind of a really cool blue and yellow with the Southeast logo on it. But
It looks phenomenal.
no, the bags actually. So they have the bag towel. They have the sunglasses.
Oh, I didn't know about
They
those.
have a keychain.
Let's go.
They have the poker chip, the patch, and then they also have pieces of Masters chalk for
There we go.
all the players. So
Very good.
this is a wonderful timeout.
Yes. Rod says, I'm going to set you up for success here. Even pull it back a little bit so he doesn't have to stretch as far. Great call.
Yep.
Usually, majority of the time, right, if you have ball in hand, you should not be overstretching. You should not be having to use the bridge in majority of cases. Exceptions apply. Look at the little asterisk at the bottom. But no, I agree with you whenever you're talking about going through kind of the checklist here. There's one thing I noticed here, and I didn't kind of figure it out.
A little too hard. All right.
I didn't notice it until I figured it out one day, and I don't know if he can articulate he's doing this, but I watched Logan Lane one day, and I forget what the stressful situation was, but I kind of just like paid attention to his facial expressions and stuff, and like I can tell you there was 0 of anything else going through his brain other than this shot to this shot to this shot to this shot, and it's almost as if he did a major brain overload, which allowed it to where none of that extra little thought process could come in and creep in on him and mess up anything else he had going on. And the moment I saw that, I kept staring at his face. I'm sitting
What
there
a
thinking
leave.
about it. I'm like, there's
That was
no,
a
like, you
beautiful shot.
can't tell me he's thinking of anything else in this world. There is not, like, I bet you right now, if I could freeze time and make everything disappear around him, I'd be like, hey, who was sitting across from you while you were taking that shot? I bet you $5 he couldn't tell you nothing. He could have been like, Tim, I knew you were there because I talked to you earlier and you were in the booth. Like, maybe
Yeah.
that's the most he could have told me. And I think
that
that's
was
brilliant.
a decent shot there. He was not attempting
Yeah.
to make that ball.
Mark it.
He hit it way too soft. Number
Yeah.
1.
Yes, he did.
Number 2, after he made the shot, I know I'm looking like his back was to us, but he was clearly looking up and watching the cue ball.
Yes.
He was
Which
not
is
worried at
important.
all where that 8 ball went. He
Yep.
was simply watching where that cue ball went. And honestly, that's the way you have to play when you're playing these lower level players. If you don't have the shot, hide the cue, try to get ball in hand, continue on. Beautiful hit by Deb.
Well, there's no reason right now with it being, because Deb needs 4 points to take it from a 20-0 to a 19-1.
Okay.
There is 0 reason for Garrison to say, I got 30 out of my 38. It's
I'm
A-okay.
good.
Yeah, I'm good right now. No. You got to 30 out of your 38 because you played smart to begin with and made some great shots.
Yep.
And played some defensive shots. Don't change that.
So this is Deborah's time right here.
Yeah, it is.
She needs to make this 8, not worry about the leave, just make the 8. that 9 ball's in a decent spot. There's going to be a little bit of a natural leave if she hits it soft. If she hits it too hard, it's going to come back around and give her a shot somewhere.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
Bounce off that
That
rail.
was a nice soft shot that gave her perfect lead for that
Let's
corner.
go, Miss Deborah. Time to catch the gear. Drop it on down. But I agree with you. You were talking about earlier about, to the next split. And it's amazing because, early on in retail world, I had a huge project I was working on. And
All right, she gets her 3. Oh, so
Nope,
now
nope,
she's
one-
at 4.
one more. One more for her to make it a 19-1.
Oh, so she needs 5 to
5,
avoid
yeah.
the skunk. I
Yep.
was going to say I made 1 shutout patch and I already gave it to the other guy. So
No,
not that it matters, but
skunk,
I mean I'll go make another one. But
right?
I wasn't sure how many we would have. I knew we'd have probably at least 1, but
Yeah. It's still wild that it was the 9 versus a 7 though. That was a skunk. That's
it was.
yeah. That is. APA doesn't do gambling here, guys. So just take this as a joke. But I would not have ever bet money that a 9 versus a 7 would have skunked them. That is.
No.
I mean, that's. Let's see. 7's only got to get to 11, and it was sudden death.
It's a nice break.
So 6 balls later. Oh, look, you hung a 9. I have 4 out of those 11 points. Let's go. Right? Like, and you're apt to do it at some point in time.
I mean, I guess it's a game of mistakes, and
Yeah.
if the other guy's making some mistakes and you're not making the mistakes,
True.
then I get it.
True. Oh, wish we would have got a little bump in that, too. It kind of would have shifted over. He would have had the bottom right-hand corner pocket a little easier.
Yeah, but he's good with these rail cut shots. He's been.
Oh, jumped it. I don't know if he was actually going for. Yeah, I don't think he was going for that. I don't know for sure.
So if I was keeping score
Yeah.
in this situation, I would look at the player and I'd say, "Were you trying to make that?"
Yeah, I'd ask.
I would not ask, "Was that a defense?" I'd say, "Were you trying to make that?"
That's a good way to put
Because
it. Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you say defense, there's a lot of these kind of pre-established notions you have in your brain, and you're just going to say no.
Yep.
But if somebody says, "Were you trying to make it?" Like that's a pretty clear question.
Yes.
And if they say no, then I
Mhm.
mark it as a defense.
Beautiful thing, chat, as well, because there's what I call the tribal knowledge passed down from generation to generation here of wonderful APA rules that have not been rules before. At least some of the rules I've heard, I was like, that used to be a rule. You're right. They changed it. You're okay.
There have been some, I
there
believe
you
APA calls them clarifications.
Clarifications. Yep.
Now they do make changes to rules, but a lot of
Yes.
times there's more of a clarification to a rule.
Absolutely. But one of the ones that is about defensive shots here is they're like, yeah, but he still potted the ball.
Doesn't matter.
Potting the ball does not matter. It is
Intent.
where you're intending. Yeah.
And I will have that question come up when because I'm one of those players that will always call the defense before I shoot.
Yes.
So when I, say, hey, it's going to be a defense, and then I accidentally make a ball, I'll look over and they're like, do I mark it as defense? I'm like, yes, you do, even though I'm still at the table.
If this will, there it goes. Jamie on the YouTube side said, can you list the team still in it? I linked you the CompuSport right there for you, so that way you can see it. Now, granted, keep in mind here we are on paper scores here. CompuSport does not have the scores in there, but to give you that list, but so you can follow along at home, guys. Pool Hall Junkies is currently against Team Kamikaze. We have Hammer Time versus the Stunners. That's 1 total bracket. So 1 winner from each of those will go on and play in the finals.
We're calling that the top bracket.
Top bracket, yep. Team, gotta be careful here. Team Boats in Holes versus the Leftovers. And then, of course, this matchup here, which is Who to Who versus Shorty's crew here.
So I believe that's going to be a ball in hand for Garrison.
Yeah, who made the 1? Did you see by chance here while I was...
She was just shooting at the 2.
Yeah.
So did she make the 1 and then miss the 2?
Chat, who made the 1 ball here? Help us out for a second. If not, I'll get a score update here in a moment. Also, this run is on now. He should be able to work towards this 3 and 4. Don't let it kick over so far.
Yeah,
He's
that's
free
gonna be
stroking.
tough. You can see the very side of it.
He's trying. I think
Just
he's trying
gonna
to
clip
throw it
it.
a lot.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
look
you
at that.
went for the kick. So that would also be a defense shot.
Yes, it would.
That was a non-attempt to make. You're simply trying to hit a rail and avoid the foul.
By the way, guys, if I may here, and feel free to correct me here, I think the reason why Ashley is talking about defensive shots is because come to find out, and especially at an event like this here, it becomes very apparent that some people are very much clear on what a defensive shot is, and others are not. And out of nowhere here, you'll have where you're like, yeah, I marked 2 defensive shots. And they're like, I've had 11. And you're like, wait a minute, what?
I think we had one team mark 14 defensive shots on their own player,
Okay.
and the other team marked none.
Oh, dear. Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little bit of discrepancy.
A little bit.
Yeah, I think the IRS would be happy to call an audit on
Luckily,
that
it
one.
wasn't something. I mean, if they're marking it on their own player, clearly, they're just trying to keep proper score.
Exactly.
So it was a good
which is
education purpose for the other team.
Yep.
We kind of asked who was keeping score for the matches and had them come up and kind of went over a few things with them. And
It's good.
she was
Good
very
education.
receptive to it. She was very much not aware.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, good try.
I think it's going to be a favorable leave, though.
Oh.
Nope, came out
lead
just
down.
enough.
Turn.
I thought it was going to, that 5 ball was going to get in the way.
Deborah, don't let this be a skunk here. Get your other points.
So he needs
Please.
5, and those balls are on the table.
Yeah, they weren't in bad placement. Who's playing this song? Goodness gracious. Bring me back to my high school days. Come on.
I saw, what is today? 29th? Okay,
20
so
yeah.
I saw a meme the other day, and it says, we're going to have to wake up that guy from Google Dolls here soon. And I heard the song earlier, and I just couldn't help but
hold on,
laugh.
hold on. You mean the wake me
Yep.
up when no, that's not
Yeah.
that's not Goo Goo Dolls. Oh my gosh, I'm on
Green Day.
Green Day, thank you. I was about to
You're
say all
right,
the
it was
Jays.
Green Day. It started
I was
with a G.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're like,
This
we
is
got to
Goo Goo
wake up
Dolls,
that guy from Green Day soon. And
Yep.
I just cracked up when I heard the song earlier. 'Cause it's almost September.
I love those, and I love the "It's Gonna Be May," the Justin Timberlake ones.
Oh,
I die
God.
laughing every time.
Somebody was on a Disney kick earlier, too.
It
And
was
Christian's not here, so I don't know who it was.
it was amazing, by the way. One of the live stream teams. I was like, man, I feel like their team might be controlling the jukebox. And somebody in chat said, yeah, we put $80 in. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you're definitely controlling the jukebox. By the way, it's not a skunk. Yes.
Well, that's exciting for both teams.
Yes.
Well, maybe not both.
Maybe
Shorty's
not
crew
both,
probably
yeah.
would have appreciated it.
Yeah, they would
but
have been okay with it.
I just like a good fight. Like a
I
fair
love a
fight,
good
a
fight.
good fight. I want it to be close. I want it to come down to that last ball.
Did you see the one last night? I know you're out,
She's got one more.
by the way, but did you see the one last night?
I was watching the live streams last night.
Oh, my goodness. You saw James Adams' match?
I saw part of it.
He got a 68 out of his 75. He's a skill level 9. Granted, they were in sudden death, but skill level 9. He had to hold a skill level 8 to 14 points of 7 balls because of sudden death. He got to 68 out of his 75. Actually, he had to 20-0 him.
Wow. And he almost did.
And 68 out of 75. Did I say that one more time, chat? Do I need to say it again?
Dang.
You need to go back and rewatch the live stream, guys. Phenomenal. Ooh, phenomenal. And it's bad too. I even apologized to stream in the middle. I was like, guys, there isn't much we can say. And I don't want to say much at all. I was like, because you could just cut it with a knife. You
Oh,
saw everybody
man.
biting fingernails and everything happening.
And that was a late night match,
Oh, it
too.
was, it was.
That's a mental, just strain on your brain. I think she's going for the 9 ball here.
Go for the carry.
Based on the timeout I just saw.
Oh, yes!
Got it.
What a shot.
What
Let's
a shot.
go.
Nice timeout. Good
Let's
coaching.
go. Yes. Guess what, Miss Deborah? Not only did you prevent the skunk, but you started yourself instant replay here on the live stream. Let's go. Show the love. Look at this, too. Great job. 33-8.
Beautiful.
Score is confirmed here. I don't know why I haven't been able to hear it the entire time now, and I overheard her say all the parts of it. Yeah, that was phenomenal. What a good one here, which that brings it up to an 18-2 right now, and she
Okay.
is 2 points away from a 17-3. Seems like you got to
So
take a little
that's the
bite.
mental.
Yeah,
I need 2 balls.
2 balls.
I need
Yeah,
2 balls. 2 points. 2 points.
she might get on this break too.
If you get your 2 points, then you usually need about 3 more for the next one, and
Yep.
climbs up from there.
Yeah, so 10, 12, 15, 17. That's the next markers for her to get the next split.
On a positive, too, the teams are currently tied, and there's
Yeah.
still 2 more matches, and they both still have their 9s.
Very true.
So at the end of the day, it's still anybody's game regardless of
Mm-hmm.
what the score goes into. But
Jesse
Shorty's
says,
crew's definitely going to take a little pressure off if they're able to clinch this here in the next couple. If Garrison can hold Deborah to the 19-1, that's really going to give the 9 less pressure.
Mhm.
It lets them strategize a little bit better, too.
yeah. I like what Jesse said. He says, I want Deborah to do well, so Rod plays Joe. Joe beat me 18-2 yesterday. That's impressive. Had me like 40-0 against you. Did he break and run?
So Joe also 20-0 to A7 earlier.
Yeah,
so
he
yeah,
snuffed him.
don't
Yep.
feel bad, Jesse. Don't feel bad. Oh, look at her.
Don't you hit off that 3 and scratch.
Oh, no, that's going to get hooked all day. She didn't scratch, though. Honestly, though, look at where that 2 ball is. I would pick up the ball and I'd give him ball in hand, or I would scooch that 3 up to the 2 a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just to get it a little tighter.
I feel like Mr. Oh, no. He's going to tell her to go for it. He's trying to look for the 2-railer.
Is he?
I feel like he's trying to split.
With the 6 there, I don't really see. I mean, I'm not a 9. I'm sure he sees something I might not see.
The 2-rail's open. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. The benefit is if somehow or another it can clip into that 3. That 3 may go, but it's
I just don't know
tough.
if I would use this as the timeout.
Yeah.
But
granted, she's at 9, so she's 1 away from a 17-3 instead of an 18-2.
She also has the momentum.
She does.
And right now, I know that momentum in 9-ball is, it's a game changer. So that really, I mean, other than burning the timeout, that was probably one of the better things she could have done.
Yep.
She didn't accidentally move that 5 and 3 out of the way where you can easily just pocket that 2. Now that 2 might combo into that 3 pretty easily, but you'd have to really get up there and look at it. I say easily, like a combo could ever be easy.
Yeah, right. Buying combo little pretzel snacks are easier to get a hold of than it is to do some combos from time to time.
Well, I always just have to remind my lower level players when they miss those shots that are like, the ball's 2 inches from the pocket, the cue ball's basically lined up straight with it, and they miss it. Like, that was such an easy shot. I'm like, there's no such thing as an easy shot. It's a ball hitting a ball. There's so many things that can happen.
They're spherical.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Rod's.
There's easier shots.
There is. Rod's using timeout here, too, so we are out of timeouts for this rack. Look at this. Rod explaining exactly where the cue ball is supposed to go. Oh, he hit it very softly.
Defense there.
I almost,
Again, I don't know if that 2 ball easily goes anywhere. I would almost pick it up and hand it to her, or if there is a window between that 5 and 6 to cut it in, or a way to do something there after you are actually up there looking at it.
Yeah, there's nothing good on this. This needs to be a watch shot.
Well, the referee's standing right there, so.
Yeah. But
luckily,
he cannot make a call on it unless he gets called over.
That is true.
He's not getting called over.
It should be obvious. I have appreciated this tournament that nobody's been trying to shark their opponents by calling a ref. Oh, and she moved it into makeable position.
Yeah, it opened
That's
now.
okay.
Yeah, we had one last night that was kind of a close call, and what was nice is like where the cue ball was almost right where the opponent was going to put the ball anyways, and it seemed like the teams were about to like potentially like ramp up a little bit about it, and he said, "Stop, it's fine, I got it." And like literally, he just eliminated the whole thing out of the crazy. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
That's awesome.
It was really good, and it was smart because I mean, he may have moved it a little bit further to the left than where it was to get a little bit more favorable angle. I mean,
was this the timeout where the guy accidentally moved the 9-ball during the timeout?
No, I don't think it was that one. No.
Never mind.
Should need one, but uh-oh, Skedios.
The last ball is always the hardest.
Yeah. Jesse, I don't. I know you said he didn't miss much by way. I think I asked you, but did he when he did the 40-0 were they breaking runs against you at all, or how
like
did
defensing to get the?
Like, I guess I'm just trying to understand like what sort of player he is a little bit better.
All right, he wasn't even, I think, trying to hit that.
Yeah, okay, two of them. So he had the 20 points out of the 40. Wow. Interesting, man. That's strong.
So he's the one taking all my break and run patches.
Right.
No, I know that he got a break and run and a skunk on the last one. I don't think he asked for break and run patches for the earlier matches, though. Most people haven't asked for patches until they found out that they were special patches.
Yeah.
And then they were coming up and asking for them, which was... Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, it is. He said, never saw a ball for 4 racks. He ran out from everywhere. I'm owed 5 break and run patches. What, for this tournament?
Well, Jesse.
Yeah, you should. Come on.
Actually, I do have... I'll send whatever's left with Mike or with Tim. He can get them to you.
Yeah. I'll bring him to OG cue ball.
So OG's the dinosaur cue ball?
Dinosaur, yep.
Okay.
The RAR
The
cue ball.
RAR.
The doesn't have a smoke room no more cue ball.
Yes, I heard.
You walk in and you're like, this is a pool hall.
It's a real pool.
It's a real pool hall.
No, I've heard cue ball's been very accommodating with the shift of the 9-ball heaven players.
Thank God.
I've heard a lot of really good things.
That has been. I was literally mad. I was like, I leave out of town, and I was like, somebody messed with my 9-ball heaven out of nowhere. I was like, how am I supposed to be the voice Jacksonville pool if a pool hall closes up? I was like, this don't make no sense. Who messed my 9-ball heaven? I was like, I was getting all mad and stuff.
Yeah.
You had 3 against Dustin. Get out of here. And 2 in his 19-1 win last night. Good Lord. Wesley, how you doing today, bud? Guys, again, just as a reminder, as we get deeper into this matchup here, just because, well, actually, it's a good question for me to ask here. Same rules in the finals for this one as 8-ball?
Sudden death up until the last round.
Last round, okay. So
the finals, again, we do everything as similarly as we can as Vegas does it.
That's perfect.
And, people work really hard to get to that final round. So we say no sudden death in the final round, but we do still, adhere to the time guidelines. Because we're still starting the last round at a time that, most people have to get on the road after this and head home. Not everybody lives locally. A lot of people are driving 4, 5, 6 hours to get home. Luckily, there's not a hurricane this time.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
The reason I ask that is it goes back to what I will do, guys. Once this matchup between these 2 teams is done and we have the winner moving on to the finals, I will be shutting stream off and rebooting here, just in case that way we don't make Facebook unhappy here and get to that 8-hour mark in the middle of the finals here, and Facebook's like, hey, you don't need to stream for this long.
He's done.
Yeah. I'm like, Facebook, you don't tell me how to live my life.
Tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. I like
Kevin loves that joke. My husband, Kevin, we'll be like leaving the grocery store, and Leia's like, have a great day. He goes, don't tell me what to do.
My favorite is sometimes out of nowhere there'll be the don't park here signs. And I'll pull it right in front of here and I'll just put it in park right away. I'm like, and I'll just make a funny face to it like one of the meme cats or something.
Do something.
I'm like, yeah, what are we going to do about sign?
I believe that was game.
That was a game, set, match here. But Debbie did a great job here bringing it back in focus here. 17-3. It's still a great win for Shorties, but it should have been a 20-0. And she knocked it off of there, so that's huge.
I also love one thing that I've seen consistently throughout the tournament is that as players win or lose their matches, they're immediately greeting their opponent before celebrating with their teams.
That's great. Good
and that is one of those things that people don't really think about sometimes. And it can be hard when you lose that match and the winner goes over and is hugging and high-fiving their team and you're kind of waiting for a handshake and then they come over after the fact. It kind of just takes a little away from it.
It does.
So, if you're new to the game, new to League, one of the polishing moments is
Jumps
that.
up.
Ooh.
Sorry. ADD brain.
Let's
real fast
see
here.
if they're going to throw off or if they're going to. I see a girl getting up. I do not think that we will see the Power 9 matchup. I think we are going to have. They put their one up. Okay. Did she say 38 to 22 or 37 23?
Should be 30. It should be 37-20. All right. Well, we'll wait for that. But yes, it does seem like they're going to cut, which I told you guys could end up happening. And especially in this instance here, it does make sense. Okay. I was off on something here. I've been pretty good about the team scores here, so I'm a little surprised. I sit corrected. Tim Jones, the man, 37-23. Fix that score. I'm not always good at a lot of things here.
Well, if I
I'm good at
haven't
that.
said it yet, I'm going to say it now. I hate math.
By the
Simple
way,
math.
I think that is Shannon that's up here, if I heard correctly.
They said it was their one.
Their one? Oh, that's Heather.
All right, so this will be my first time actually getting to see Mr. Johnston play.
Get ready, because we're in for a ride.
One thing I notice about the high-level players is that they tend to use the rails more. They shoot it a little bit harder, and they use the rails to kind of move a ball around a table versus using bottom draw on every shot.
Yeah. Yep, and they definitely try to leave the table set as it is.
Yep.
Don't mess with it here. So Team Hootie Hoo actually is filled with 1 9, 1 5, 4 4s, and 2 3s. So they actually cannot play much here. They've played 2 4s already, actually, and that was a 3. So 4, 4, and 3. That's 7, 10. They're at 19, so they'll throw another 4. Is what they can throw. And I hear you, Dave, saying sacrificial lamb here, but you know this is a smart play.
Yeah.
You're up 14 points in the overall skill gap. You have 2 wins, 2-1 right now. Everything is in your favor. There's no reason not to cut them, which is why I warned you guys that I would love to see it, right? But there's no reason not to.
We'll just have to wait for the next regionals, I guess.
Yep, possibly. But that's why I tried to get you guys this matchup here. Is luckily we were sitting there trying to scramble and see, and I was like, all right. I was like, well, who's Rod Rent's team possibly can play? And I was looking.
Oh, he missed the 8-ball. Got perfect leave on the. Oh, but this is going to give her 3 points. That's a game changer. Assuming that she can tap this lightly. Okay, that's doable. It's doable. Deep breath, girl. Deep breath. That's the other thing. I used to forget to breathe.
I don't blame you.
And I'd go on like a run, and by the end of it, I'm like out of breath. And I realized I was like holding my breath.
By the way, she gets this automatically at 19-1, which is already winning.
Which is why it's a good idea to
Which
throw
already
your
winning, yeah.
1 on the 9. Because they only need a few.
Heather, make this 9. Make this 9. Just make this.
She needs to move her bridge up closer to the cue ball. Oh.
Woo!
Way to leave him a long shot.
Hoo-dee-hoo! Smooth as can be. 9-1.
All right. And I did ask the league operator on the Hootie Hoo 9
Yeah.
if 9 was supposed to be included or if it was like a double jet team and they just
Oh.
added that in for
Yeah.
like this is 8-ball, this is
It's
9-ball.
yeah.
And she's like, no, that's their name. And I was like, okay.
The Hootie Hoo 9.
Hootie Hoo 9.
All right.
So I noticed he's breaking from the side. I also noticed that he's not checking the rack,
He ain't worried about it.
which is
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's not a sign of respect, which is what a lot of people think
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. People automatically the same thing about like giving stuff.
Right.
They're like, you ain't got to shoot that. I'm doing it because out of respect. Like people
No.
say that instantly here.
Now, a lot of times I actually. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're giving somebody ball in hand on the 8-ball and you're saying, don't worry about it,
Yeah.
you know, like that's one thing. But when the 8-ball's on the table and you're taking your cue stick and slapping the 8-ball
Oh, I
and
hate
like
that.
to kind of concede the rack.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh,
Yeah. She's at 2 out of 14.
okay. 2 balls makeable. In fact, that 5-ball's going to
5
help
ball's
it because
makeable,
even if
yeah.
she hits it a little thick, it's going to come off the rail 5 and probably still go in the pocket.
That was a good try, Adrian. You're right.
Oh, a little too thick.
Tree topping him here over the 7.
Yeah, he's tall.
He is tall.
Tall people definitely have an advantage in this game.
No, 100%. Especially on the larger tables, without a doubt. I can't believe she has 2 points already. And I don't mean that against her. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
he like she had to be able to get to the table.
Like she almost has as many
Oops,
points
sorry.
as the 7 had against him.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Whew. I can't believe he still skunked a 7. Oh, Trapper was asking to see the guy shoot with his do the shot with his foot here. Yeah, Brent's definitely pulling a joke on us.
Aw.
100%.
I was imagining that in my brain, thinking, but how does he get the feet up there?
Yeah.
Like, how is he supporting his, like, you know, maybe like a rolly chair, you know? He just like,
Maybe so. Foul's got a clear line of sight there. Pots it beautifully here. Gets right back down. Nice little 2 rail.
yeah.
Keeps the angle up for the pop back up for the 7.
Taking a look at where he wants that cue ball to be
Yeah.
for the 7. And I'm finally at a level now that I look at the full run out.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, when I was first starting, I'd look at the next ball, you know, and now I'm looking at the next ball and the ball after that and the ball after that.
Yeah, he's looking at 7 top left-hand corner pocket. Be able to get better
Sometime-
shape for the 8.
Yeah,
Actually,
sometimes even backtracking from the last ball and saying, okay, I need to be here for that ball, which means I need to hit that one here, that one here, that one here. Okay, I need, you know, to go for this shot.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do agree. Trapper, he said I can see Rob playing next. Usually brings his team to win. Yeah, and again, it's a smart move.
That was supposed to go past the 9. Yep.
Yep.
That was supposed to come past the 9 so we could get the 9 in that same pocket. So now
Mm.
he's going to show us how good he really is. Does he cut this down the rail or bank it?
So he's against rails kicker or that side pocket. I do not like bringing it downtown.
I think he's banking it.
Yeah.
So there's spot on the wall trick or the parallel line trick, and it looks like he's parallel lining it. Almost.
Yeah, he was right at the diamond. Also that corner pocket here.
Oh, and he left her almost a straight in 9 ball.
If she gets this.
It is the side pocket, though, which
Yeah.
is scary for a lot of people. Even though I've heard it's statistically the largest pocket on the table, the side pocket. It's like a 1/4 inch wider or something.
You got to know how to make friends with that side pocket. People shy away from it. I love the side pocket. But yeah, I definitely
Keep
agree.
hearing
We
my
should
name.
see. We
Sorry.
should see. No, you're good. We should see Rod last, without a doubt. And again, it's as much as we want to see the 2 9s going on, we got to understand that this matchup right here, this is a $900 additional matchup. Loser here leaves with 9. Winner here guarantees at least $1,800 in their pocket if they lose the next round. It's big.
A little too much cut.
I'm rooting for her so hard. Like that would have made a 18-2 automatically. Like imagine, like I get it, like she may not like it at all, but imagine if you really start putting it in perspective, you're like, you were 1 against a super 9, and you did a 4-point total swing against him. I would be hyping that up all day long. Hyping it up. But I also do want it to go into the 5th matchup, if I'm just being upfront and honest. Because, again, that's fun to see it get all played out. And,
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, and that would happen regardless, because even if Joe 20-0'd them, it would go into the 5th match. Is this the 3rd match or the 4th match?
oh, this is the 4th.
Right,
Yeah.
because that would be 43.
Yeah.
So,
True.
but he does need to definitely get as many points as he can to bring them up above 37.
Yeah.
So that they're going into that last match. So who do they have left on their roster that they can play?
They have a 4 or 3.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. They're not able to play their 5 because of numbers.
But hey, a 4 going against a 9.
Mhm.
If you have that 4 that's on that upswing, that's, you know,
Which,
a strong 4 is probably my favoriteest thing on a team when I used to play, because a 4 can take out.
they have 2 of their 4s that have not played a match, according to this, in the Southeast Challenge. Their only other 4 that has is Bill Hasbrook. I'm probably butchering that last name. I apologize, Bill. Well, no, Bill played first. Bill played, Jeremiah played, 'cause that's Jay. Elizabeth can't because she's the 5. They got to play the 3 unless one of those 2 other 4s are
So
here.
it'll probably be a 3 versus.
Yeah, 3 versus a 9. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Going to be interesting.
Nice
Uh-oh.
hit. Oh, but a
Uh-oh.
scratch.
Skedios.
This is an exhausting match also
Oh,
because
yeah.
they've been playing. All these guys, I think, played on Friday.
Yeah.
And then at least 2 rounds yesterday.
Bare minimum.
We had 4 total rounds yesterday, but
Yeah, actually, in fact, you know what? Not like I don't have the bracket right here in front of me, and we can do a little backtrack here. So, yeah, so who played, definitely played Friday. They would have done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, so that would have been this morning. So, yeah, they should have been the 10 a.m. On Saturday, the 10 p.m., 10 a.m. this morning, and then here they are at the 2 p.m. Round.
So they were probably one of the teams that was here till 2 a.m. and then had to be back this morning.
Yep, and Shorty's crew went through
they
the
came back
one-off
from
side.
they came back from the other side.
Yep, so they definitely played late.
They played a lot of matches yesterday.
Yep, they went through the gauntlet.
Like a tournament grind.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel bad as it gets later in the night because sometimes you have your older players and they just naturally get tired.
Yeah.
And when your eyes get tired, it gets hard to play pool.
Yes, it does.
Oh, nice
good try.
try.
And the timeout was already used there with the ball in hand, but she did get the point.
Yeah, she got the 1. I think he was trying to line her up for the 2 going into the side, and I think she did just a little bit too hard.
So she's at the 19-1. Next point makes it 18-2.
Nice.
Yeah. Honestly, if she ends up making it like a 16-4, for instance, I mean, granted, it means the last matchup will just come to who wins. But I would still say major success. So
that would be cool if they could tie it going, into that last match.
That would be cool. Jesse said, and the younger ones also get drunker, so it's hard for them also to see. He's not wrong.
That's a valid point.
There was
they also get more argumentative. Shocking, I know. But
Team Jaeger won 2 ways, please. Was definitely taking multiple shots of Jaeger. It's funny. I asked, and the guy kind of gave me that look, and I was like, "I'm guessing it's Jaeger, right?" He was like, "Of course."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Makes sense." I just wanted to ask. I just wanted to ask here because I was about to make fun of y'all for a moment.
Oh yeah.
If y'all told me it was shots of something else, I was gonna be like,
So he got lucky on the leave there, but he missed that 3 ball going down. That's his second time he's missed that kind of off angle. I call it the asymmetrical cut, which I don't know if that makes sense, but not my favorite shot, but one that I actually do drills on because it's a shot that comes up enough, and I know for me it's such a problematic shot that I, will just consistently set it up for myself. I can do it to the right. I can't do it to the left. That was a valiant effort.
Yes, it was. Ball in hand here, and a fairly open table right now.
Yeah, I don't see any problem balls. I mean, the 4 and the 9 are definitely, but the 4 is going to be natural lead from here, and then after that he's got it. So,
Dave, you got your own pool hall. Go play Maroon 5 in there.
Hey, I like Maroon 5.
I love Maroon 5. Don't get me wrong. Dave's literally saying, I'm loving the Maroon 5. Turn it up. Watch it be sitting in OG cue ball right now. It'd be like, oh, yeah, I could. I'm giving away his secrets right now.
Yeah. All right, so you got the 6 ball, you got the 8 ball down there on the rail. I guess the 7 ball was probably made on the break or something earlier. We got a dancer.
Shh, don't say nothing. Definitely not physically capture this here real fast. Give me just a second. We got to wait for the ride to be done. It will load. There it goes. Well, luckily I get paid to talk here, Dave.
Beautiful shot.
So I got to keep talking, brother.
If you quit talking, I can hear.
Dave doesn't understand that statement anyways.
I mean, we could sing it for you if you'd like.
Oh, he would stop dancing right there. Come on, Jay. Oh, he's going to stop dancing the moment I flipped over. Of course. Of course. Womp womp. I was like, I got to wait till the rack's done. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, it'll get us canceled on Facebook, Dave.
We
I
could
actually
always
can't.
do the Cuban shuffle test.
There we go. The what?
You put Cuban shuffle on the jukebox and see how many people start dancing. Tells you how much fun everybody's having.
No, fun fact, by the way, Facebook gets, YouTube will catch it later on. and send me nastygrams, but Facebook especially gets mad and can actually shut the stream off if they think that we're
Yes,
streaming live music.
copyright.
Yeah, they get a little.
But it's a public area, and the jukebox does have rights, and they'll usually pull down the audio and let your stream stay up, and
Yep.
later on they'll pull the stream down. Sometimes they'll pull the stream down depending on who the copyright is, but man, if you do it enough times where you go in and petition or whatever it is when you actually go and ask them to like review it and say this was a public place with, I forget, implied rights or something like that.
Not on snap.
Not on the snap.
Nope.
And a scratch. Spot the 9. I get asked all the time if they still get a 9 on the snap patch for that. And the official answer is no.
No.
No, you do not.
Dave, for those around you here, I don't know if we need you singing, brother. Don't worry, I'm in the same boat with you at least. We don't want me doing karaoke either. But
I want to hear you sing karaoke. First, I want to know what song you would select. So he's doing a little ghost ball action here, I think.
Maybe some Killers, Mr. Brightside. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We did a little kamikaze karaoke with Mike and Kelly after the last World Qualifier.
Yeah.
And we basically all picked songs, and then each one of us had to sing one of the songs that the other one had kind of selected. Beautiful timeout.
Yeah, nicely done.
Look at that leave on the 2.
BT Dubs, 18-2.
Beautiful.
Oops, sorry, guys, a little lag on the cameras here.
It did kind of do a cool little like water effect.
Yeah, it did. I don't know what they're getting mad about right now. They were acting like this earlier, and I unplugged them because they definitely get quite a bit hot whenever they're recharging. But they're not plugged in charging. So I don't know what they're getting cranky pants about. Camera's like, I've been working all weekend long. What do you expect?
I was going to say, we've asked a lot of them.
Oh, man. Yesterday was such a great day, too. Oh, my goodness.
It was.
Yeah, I definitely, like, even my wife, she's like, I know you're tired. Are you okay? And I was like, I am, because it was actually, I said, I was so happy at the end. I said the first couple matches were shutouts. They didn't technically get over in 3, but might as well have been, because it was like, I think one team had 48 going into matchup number 4, and the other team had 47. And I'm not saying anything's impossible, but it just, the odds were against the lower team here. I wasn't talking bad about nobody. But I told her, I said the later on ones, and especially that last one, I said really just like reinvigorated me. And I mean, it just was amazing. And overall, we saw amazing sportsmanship, really great shots, great timeouts. I said every bit of it that like I craved to see in a good weekend of pool. I said, and on top of it, I said, especially since I had to have some clarity here for a moment, because I was about to be upset for the ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Man. I said I was about to be upset for the start of Friday. I was very worried about the streaming thing, and I thought the weekend's about to be shot. I'm about to be just very upset about it. And here we are.
Mr. Morgan to the rescue.
Dude, he literally went upstairs. It's funny. He's like, Tim, I fixed it. I'm like, what'd you do? He's like, none of the TVs came on when I went up there. I'm like, wait a minute, what? He's like, yeah, the TVs have been down all day. Came on when I went up there. And I'm like, oh. I was like, hold on, they're Comcast TVs? He said, yeah. I said, oh, speed test time. And as soon as I did it instantly, it was like 800 meg download. I'm like, that upload's going to be good now. We're going.
You didn't tell me that part.
I told on him here. I broke code.
That's okay. I'll still give him credit.
I mean, I bet you he still went and looked at something. He had to, because he booked it all the way upstairs.
I'll never forget one time. It was like one of our first dates, and we're at this like random little hole-in-the-wall bar.
Yeah.
And there's like 7 guys trying to turn on this TV. And Kevin kind of just like looks at kind of the setup, and he can see that there's cords going over to this kind of like box-looking thing.
Okay.
And he goes, hey, man, you guys want me to help? They're like, no, we got it. And like about 20 minutes later, when this guy's like, hey, man, if you know how to fix stuff, Kevin walks straight to the box, pushes the button, and everything turns on. He goes, you got to turn it on.
Got him. Oh, my Lanta.
I think you got a couple free beers out of that one.
Should.
You should have.
100%. I had an instance like that very similar when I went to a gentleman's house. And I still don't understand how, because everything was, like, all of his wires were behind the TV and stuff. And he didn't have a CAT or something. But magically, his HDMI just came unplugged from his box. Oh. And so he's like, yeah, I can't figure out. He's like, Comcast isn't really willing to help me out, this, that, and the other. And, like, so, of course, I just start checking everything. And the HDMI was the only part that was fully unplugged out the back of the box. And I was like, did you mess with the box at all? He's like, no. He's like, because I couldn't get a hold of Comcast, and they weren't willing to help me at all. He's like, so I finally just called somebody.
Nice out.
And I told him, I was like, yeah, I was like, it was literally just this one cable.
He probably like went to pull the box and it.
That's my guess, but like he said he had the issue before he ever went to go call Comcast and stuff. So I was confused, very confused. But I told him, I was like, you're good. So. All right, Miss Heather chipping away at it. 9 points left for her. And then another 42 for Mr. Joe here. Yeah, I do apologize, guys. That again, like I said, it makes sense. I'm sorry you guys aren't going to get to see the Super Sevens go up against each other in a debut battle here. But again, you gotta play it smart. Gotta do what's best for the team.
Oh yeah.
And we got the lead like Team Shorty's crew did.
Look at that safety break.
I'm definitely running with it.
I think he did it to him. Oh no, he didn't. He did not make a ball on the break.
No, he did not. Yeah, safety break indeed. I'm marking that one. I'm just kidding. That is
So
not
have
a
we
defense.
talked about the push out and 9-ball rule?
We haven't. No,
No?
we have not. Yeah, you want to explain that?
Well, you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
And it's really one of those conversations that comes up every single year. APA has a forum every year, and the league operators will all get together and kind of bring up issues that they want addressed. And I would say it comes up every single year. I see you laughing. Are you laughing at what I think you're laughing at?
I'm not laughing at that.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
definitely
you're laughing at what I think you're laughing
Definitely
at.
am. I'm sorry. I am still paying attention to you. I want that known, though.
But the thought process behind APA is for a beginner player to not get frustrated by the rules.
Yeah.
Like, if you just kind of keep that in mind every
Yep.
time you're questioning a rule, think about. So, Terry Bell and Larry Hubbard, two people that founded APA, were at a pro tournament tour, and they were watching a couple that came into a bar, and they sat down and were playing pool, and the guy clearly could play a little bit. The girl clearly could not play. And after, maybe a rack or two, she's done.
Yep.
She doesn't want to
she's
play
over it.
anymore.
Yeah, it ain't fun.
And so, the conversation kind of spurred about what if there was, a way to make it less frustrating.
Yeah.
Is there a way that we can make a slop would count?
Yeah.
Where the rules would favor that player so they don't get frustrated. And these are guys who were looking to build the billiards just kind of fan base.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they understood that you needed amateurs to support a pro
Yes.
event.
Yes, you do.
And that was really the whole reason that the APA was made.
Back in the Bush League.
Well, it was originally the Camel League.
Camel League, yeah, there you go.
And then they got the sponsorship with Anheuser-Busch. They moved the offices from New Orleans up to St. Louis because Anheuser-Busch is based in St. Louis.
Yep.
And that was when the Busch sponsorship started. And then there was some gambling things that kind of came about. So they became an association.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful shot
Yes,
on
it
the
was.
5-ball.
She got eyes on that 6.
But yeah, when the sponsorship with Anheuser had to come to an end, and they became the association and franchise and all that.
I'll tell you, talking about, because I think it's Terry's, if I remember correctly, talking about him, I want that white diamond table.
So there's 3 of them. So Sean Johnson is the guy who actually designed the table. And, I mean, if you really want one, I can get you in touch with them if you would like.
I can't afford that.
I think that there's one more that is kind of up for grabs, if you will. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
Terry
tape-
Bell set up one in his condo in Florida, and
It's gorgeous. The fact that he takes the one from his house and allows it in Vegas, just blows my mind. You want to about ever a reason in this world to not only shoot for the money and shoot for the glory, but to be like, no, I'm playing on this specialty diamond.
I got to play on the table.
Did you really? Oh, my God. Ashley.
When we were out there, we were kind of
Jealous.
walking through, and we saw them in the championship arena, just kind of setting up, popped in to say hi, and they just happened to be leveling the table.
Yeah.
So we offered to test it out for them, and
That's what
got
you
to
gotta
play
do.
a couple racks on it.
Look
yeah.
at you.
I think Kevin shot a little videotape of me playing. I got a little video of him playing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking about the level of tables, I think it was y'all that did it, if I remember correctly. But I think it was the first year that the diamonds came out, and the guy had the level on, and y'all slid it was y'all,
Yes,
right?
that
Okay,
was
I did
us.
remember. Yeah, y'all put the dollar bill underneath the level,
I
And
was
you s-
amazed.
how much that
Yes.
bubble inside moved. Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Just absolutely amazed.
from the thinness of a dollar bill, that bubble was clear. Like clearly, you're like, that's off center. Not like maybe. You could kind of still say it. No.
No,
You're
it
like
was-
it's off.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, it was
It's wild.
full bubble movement.
Full bubble. Yeah.
So you
from
can
a
tell
dollar
Joe
bill.
is frustrated right now.
Yeah.
He's missing shots that I think he would be making on a regular basis, and he's giving her the opportunity to get these points
Yep.
that he knows his team needs.
16-4.
And she's really doing a great job in capitalizing on some of these mistakes.
Yes, she is.
One ball at a time.
Yeah. Chip away at it.
I think she's had maybe 1 2-ball run so far.
I think so. Yes, I think you're right about that.
But, it just goes to show every ball matters. Look at that. Oh, my God.
Ooh,
That was
she
so
hit it just a
close.
little harder. It would have closed up that gap.
It would have.
Craig over there says, "Come on, JoJo, use your mojo." I
Yeah.
am mojo, JoJo.
He
Cannot believe you
he
just
needs to
quoted
kind of just
Powerpuff Girls.
click in, and he needs to get the momentum back.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't get the momentum back, he's not going to win this. He's not going to win.
No, we won't move on to matchup number 5. Unless it's a 12-8, then we will. But ooh, wow, that just went all over the place here and almost made both out the corner or the side. Man. Yeah, Craig, I'm mad at you for quoting Powerpuff Girls, by the way. I know that's what you quoted right there. I just want you to understand. This is "Come on, JoJo, use your mojo." I am mojo, JoJo. You're welcome.
I was going to say.
I know this
I
thing
have
did
so
not
many
just,
things to say. I'm just not.
I know this thing did not just pop on my phone talk about Tropical Depression 12. It needs to tropical depress its way up out of here. Don't even be popping that. I don't.
Is there a
Weatherbug?
new one?
Yeah, just something formed over the Atlantic here is what Weatherbug just popped up on my phone. I'm not even pulling it up. Bump that noise.
Lovely.
Go away.
I'm trying to think of what we have going on next weekend right now.
Right? Like,
There's
leave
always
us alone.
something.
Leave us alone.
Well, it is the time of year to get those last of the hurricane season storms.
Yeah.
So once we hit, what is it, end of November? When the hurricane season stops?
I thought it was towards the tail end of October, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because the
I
hurricane
know it's
season's
like that
close to being
October,
done.
November time frame.
It is 14-4.
November 30th.
November 30th? Is that you saw it
Over here.
over there? Yep. No, yeah, November 30th. Wow.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was the end of October. Way to go, Ashley.
I have my moments.
I should have never doubted.
I might have Googled it
mistake
4
number
days
one.
ago.
Mistake number 1. I doubted you. There we
Well,
go.
as the person that sets the dates of these tournaments, and being in Florida and the Southeast region, it's important to be mindful of the hurricanes. And if we can do it outside of hurricane season, it would be something we would consider.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we also have to keep in mind that these teams qualify for this in
May,
June, depending on when your league runs a World Qualifier. And waiting anything longer than September makes it really tough to continue to field your 23 points with your original rosters.
Yeah,
So
definitely does. Definitely does.
we try to keep it as close to the Vegas event. Unfortunately, even if we moved it before August, we would still be dealing with hurricane season. So
Oh, ADD brain here. I totally forgot to ask. How was minis this time around? How did everything go with
minis was good.
Yeah,
it was
there we
kind
go.
of the opposite of last time.
Really?
We had like a super busy daytime, on the Saturday, but then Saturday night kind of thinned out.
Yeah.
I think it's because we had so many rounds going over here still on
Sure.
Saturday night,
Makes
where
sense.
with 8-ball, they were clearing out, towards 10, 11 midnight and kind of heading over there. But this time it was busy on Friday night, busy Saturday day, but by Saturday about 7 o'clock, it kind of died down a little bit. Ramped back up at 8 o'clock because we had a couple of the doubles tournaments going. But all in all, I think we completed roughly 52 minis.
Ooh, very nice. Both on the minis and that shot, by the way, here.
That was a very
he's
nice shot.
hooked behind a little bit. But yeah, I like hearing about the
I
amount of
think
minis.
that boats and holes
Just one? I don't think. It's a little early.
No,
Yeah.
no. She must have just made a really good shot.
Yep. That's Crystal over there playing. That is their. I'm telling you, that's their weapon right there. Their team. I ain't saying they ain't got good players otherwise, But Crystal is that clutch player, that low rank clutch player of theirs that just
stays calm.
It's weird. So you'll see her get off the table, Ashley. When I tell you, like, her hands are shaking, like she's trying to like throw something away, and like you see her just like hyping up a little bit, and like like she's feeling the pressure, and you see her on the table, and you're like, you're such a calm pond. When you're on the table, I could throw a rock and see every bit of the ripples.
She's got that poker face going.
I'm telling you, it's wild. And then you see her off table, and you're like, oh no, shake and bake. You're shaking. Like you're you nervous as can be.
Yeah, he's missing his defense shots. He's missing some of these cut shots, and you can just tell his language after the shot that he's not satisfied with his game right now.
Yeah, he's taking on that pressure as captain, right? That captain and that higher up.
Yeah,
he's putting it all on his shoulders here.
I mean, he didn't leave her much. This is kind of a spray and pray moment for her. Honestly, I would hit this as hard as I could, straight on, and just see what happens. Like there's 3 balls there, something could happen.
Yep.
That 2 almost made the 9. Oh, it's scratched.
See, and this actually is not nice for him because he's going to have to make this early 9. And this is not.
And he probably would prefer to get the point.
Yeah, prefer to get the points, yep. Now, with that being said, though, I'd be a little.
Oh.
Is he going off on this? Okay, no. He's pulling down and put top on the 2, trying to make both, I think. No, okay.
Oh, okay. It was just a funky angle.
Yeah, okay. I was a little concerned for
Way to
there.
go, Joe.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're talking about over here. It just looks so different from this angle.
Yeah.
One day we'll have a cool aerial cam. We do have an aerial camera set up at Q and Shisha. It's forever mounted into the light of the table 1 at Q and Shisha. And we are working on getting something mounted onto table 27.
The issue is because I was trying it again already, but the issue is the light's too low. I need the light higher.
So we have a way to do that.
Okay.
And we also have these little mini mics that are magnetic, and you can magnetic them onto the table light, and it will give you the sound of the table. So you can actually hear like the balls breaking and things like that through the live stream, which is pretty cool.
Goodness gracious, let's go, Ashley.
Yeah.
Look at y'all.
We're not as cool as you yet, but we're getting there.
Oh, we did just do overhead at USAMs, which was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
USAM is such a fun event. I hope everybody got a chance to get involved in those prelims that wanted to.
It was a blast, to say the least. I really enjoyed the action. In fact, one of my favorite things happened on the live stream table. It was Katrino.
Nice hit.
And he did a jump shot into the 8 to the top left-hand corner, but he jumped it so pure that the cue ball froze right where the 8 was and didn't move a centimeter anywhere. He just jumped, stopped, 8 ball went right into the pocket, perfect as can be. You cannot tell me he could have made it any more clear or more perfect. It
sounds
just
like a very satisfying shot.
It was nice. It was like the sound of a nice can of Sprite just opening up and just giving that good, sweet
So Joe
ambiance.
has the 2 ball down there. It looks like it might not clear the 9, but honestly, look at where that 3 ball's at.
Yeah,
I would almost play a
making
defense
this,
here.
I wasn't making this at all.
Now, his defenses have not been perfect today, so he might be starting to shy away from them, which I don't know.
He got it all the way back down here, too. Wow. I can't believe he drew it all the way back into the bottom short rail after that.
He had to change the center there. He must have jacked up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was definitely jacked up on it. But I mean, still, like, to hit it that hard and pull it back as far as he did, I mean, I was just impressed. Obviously, wish he would have made it, but I think he hit the nail on the head. I don't think it fully went right off the bat.
That's not going to be a very favorable shot for him this time either.
Nope. Heather is doing what a skill of 1s, 2s do best here, and that's called messing up the table a little bit. Keep messing up, Miss Heather. Joe has got a lot of work ahead of him. Oh, he responds in kind, though.
Beautiful defense.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite defense shots.
It's a nice one. It's a nice one.
I love it when you do it and you just lock it up to that ball.
Get that snooker.
And your opponent looks at you and you're like, not sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
to do that one.
I'm not waving. I'm not apologizing.
Every once, depending on my relationship with the player, I'll make jokes about it. I'll show you how to do that later, or something. But I keep hearing my breathing, which is why I think I keep.
That's sad. I heard you breathing at all.
No. Okay.
Oh, I know what you may be hearing. That fan is still facing you. It may be coming through. Yeah. Do you want me to turn it off? Is it bothering?
No, it's nice.
Debbie, great question here. She says, is this at Rax Billiards here? No, ma'am. This is at Park Avenue Billiards here in Orange Park, Florida.
Yes, it is. These are 8-foot Brunswick tables.
Yeah.
They have a Simonis green cloth. Actually, wait. These are refelted by SWAT from Tampa.
Oh.
And I want to say it's one of the higher level champions cloths now.
Mr. Hogenhain over there asking, running minis tonight? What time are y'all ending minis? I think,
Yes.
didn't they end early? Or
I believe the last mini is starting around.
if y'all give me a second,
It's either 5 or 6.
I have the
so
flyer. I will cheat and pull that up here. And
I know that we had the minis ending in a spot where, to 8 p.m. Okay.
Yep, we got some.
We have them scheduled. Every mini takes roughly 30 minutes, I wish, and
Yeah.
3 hours. So we kind of schedule it for 8 so that they'll wrap up at the same time as the finals.
That's good.
So yes, and there is still room. You can go on CompuSport. You can actually see what minis are available and who is registered for them so far. There's a cool little link in there. Basically, when you pull up the 9-ball tournament in CompuSport, at the top, there's this big yellow Mini Mania kind of button. When you click on that, it'll bring you to kind of what's ran or upcoming. So you'd go to the upcoming kind of top tab, and it'll show you anything that is going to be starting, who signed up, and how many spots are open.
There we go. Come take advantage.
And that's the same way in Vegas. Did you know that's a thing in Vegas now? You can see.
Oh, with the CompuSport? I unfortunately was so busy this time around. I was mad at myself. I meant to do a mini or two. I did not do it this year. Yeah,
next time.
Yeah, that was bad of me. Because it's you don't always get these fun chances like that.
Yeah. Well, we don't know the total plans for next year. I know that minis were a hit this year, so we do want to keep those on. Depending on who's hosting the event next year and things like that, that'll all come down to like what they're willing to take on. But
yeah,
this was the first year that we used CompuSport in the Southeast Challenge, and it was the use of CompuSport that allowed us to do the minis.
it's good. Ooh,
Beautiful
some clean
shot.
crossbank action. Look at that.
Now that 2-ball though. I mean, you could cut bank it to the side, combo the 6, play a defense.
The world is your oyster. Cut
Maybe
bank
a
to the side.
cut to the top right corner pocket. I mean, that side pocket is just such a difficult shot. Oh.
He hit
That
that
was
9 as
not
full
what
as
he
he
was
did.
trying to do.
Yeah. Opportunity, Miss Heather. By the way, she's at a 16-4. One more point makes it a 15-5.
So I'm just going to point out, just now that team was celebrating. Everybody ran over to give her a hug. She literally pushed her captain away from her to go shake the opponent's hand first.
Oh, there we go. I like that. Which
like that
actually, that
too.
was for the win.
That was for the win.
So it looks like in one of your finals, team Boats and Holes will be there.
Sorry, we're talking about another table going on to
Yeah.
the side here.
That's the first one I've seen. Hold on, we got all 4 right here, right?
Yeah, no, that's the first one to
First
finish
one,
up.
That was fast.
Our first third place winner. Oh, Joe.
Oh.
Okay, you got a little lucky.
Get some love there.
But did he? Yes, he did. You can see it. He needed a little bit of positive momentum.
Yeah.
So she's at 7. So as a 1,
Yeah,
she
so she's
currently has
16-4.
16-4.
Yeah.
But if she gets one more ball, she'll be at the
15-5.
15-5. 2 more balls, and she's up to a 14-6. So, yeah, no, Joe's got to tighten up here. He's only at, what,
58.
8?
Yep. 17 more.
Yeah.
7-17 race.
But he's got to get those before she gets 1
Yeah,
to try to hold the score.
Yeah, he's got to shut down any more advantage that she gains for this
Yeah,
last matchup.
no more mistakes. Nothing against Heather.
No,
I just,
no. Yeah, this is.
I do want to see a 1 beat a 9 at the same time. So,
Oh, yeah.
I would say I like to root for the offense. Whoever's at the table is who I'm rooting for at that time.
There you go.
I like to see a good game, but I also like to see good shots. I like to see the player make it.
Absolutely.
Especially when, they're surprised that they made a ball You know, like sometimes you see the look on their face, like, I can't believe I made that. So
Can't believe it's not butter.
So he made a mistake on that 8, gave her a perfect setup. That's going to give her the point that she needs to get her team one more point. Looks like her captain is calling a timeout here.
Yeah, he definitely needs to.
This is not about how to make the 8 ball. This is about how to make the 8 and get lead for the 9.
Yep.
Or make sure she makes the 8. One of the two.
Ooh, yeah. She was straight on it.
Got to hit that with a little bit more speed, which is weird. To avoid a follow, you got to hit it harder, you know?
Yeah, I was really
So
surprised.
she's giving him the
yeah.
9 ball again.
I was really surprised that with Rod telling her which way to aim here that she was off on it here. But, hey, it happens.
I will say he was sitting right in the line, so how she lined up, she might have been off, and he saw that. So he stopped her just to kind of, and I think he was telling her hit it nice and soft.
Yeah.
You know, and I think even when you're hitting it soft, if you put a little top on it, it's going to give you.
There's your remaining minis, guys. Take a screenshot. You got just a few seconds before you get ready to break. I ain't going to miss this break. 6, 7, and 8 p.m. here. Skill level 2 through 4, 9 ball 5 through 6. And we're back.
And as a friendly reminder on the minis, it is cash only.
Yeah.
And you do need your ID. If you don't have your APA membership app, we can look you up as long as you have your ID.
Yeah,
but you must have those 2 items.
If you need any IDs made here,
hey.
I'm just kidding. My HP printer work. I'm just kidding.
Well, we do tournament IDs. We have had it happen where somebody maybe runs back to their Airbnb in between rounds and changes their pants, and their ID was in their back pocket, right? So they get to the next round and they realize they don't have their ID.
Good shot.
They can come up to the main table and we will quiz them on all of their personal information. And if they can accurately do that, and I can look you up on any social media and verify that your face matches your name, then we will print out a tournament ID that you can use.
Ashley said they'd just go full FBI mode on y'all. Yes, that is.
All we need is your social, your mother's maiden name, your first pet.
First
and,
pet, the city.
Your first make of your first and second card.
Yep. The city in which your parents met.
Oh, and what city you were born in as well.
Yep, for sure. I love it, all these comic. That's why whenever I see it on Facebook and I see these people filling out these like surveys and things, I'm like, guys, y'all can't tell me you don't see the pattern. These are absolutely security questions to so many different things. Please, for the love of God, stop answering them.
No, we'll ask them questions like, what was the skill of the last match that you played?
Yeah.
And your email, and, there he goes.
This should be over soon.
No, he's made 2 just incredible.
Yeah. The winds have shifted.
He's going to bank this back to get leave on the 7.
Yeah, get right back above it.
Beautiful. Perfect speed.
Joe is playing like Joe plays now.
Yeah, Jesse's like, where was this when I was playing?
Yep.
I will say, though, it's regardless of, how many times you've played this game, it's really hard not to shift your game to the player that you're playing against.
Absolutely. Absolutely is.
When I'm going up against somebody that I know can beat me, I put on a different hat.
Different hat, yeah. Yep, I agree with that.
When I'm playing somebody that I know I can beat, it's almost like I just don't put in the effort that I normally would.
I noticed one time, which actually it was Jesse, to be honest with you. I played against Jesse, and he is a extremely fast down, shoot. I mean, very fast-paced player. It works well for him. And I noticed that, like, out of nowhere, I started matching my pace with him, and it is not my game. I can't do it. It does not suit me, at least in this point in time in my life. And I finally realized that's what I was doing and breaking it. But you're right. You end up almost mimicking their behaviors to an extent for a moment there, and it definitely messes up your game.
It does. And, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
All right. The side break has not been really has not been favoring him. A lot of times I see people shift their breaks after it kind of hasn't worked out for a little bit, but he's staying true.
Yeah, he needs to switch to center. Go straight center there.
She's like, here, just take it. There were 2 different ways she could have kicked at that, but she did not care.
I like it.
She was like, 3 more balls he needs, here you go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, tick, tack, and toe.
That was a surprising ball in hand.
That was. It was a funny moment, but also, if I'm being upfront and honest, she has 100% done her part.
She has.
I mean, she's guaranteed it as a 16-4.
I mean, she held a 20-0 from a guy that just 20-0 to 7, so not much shame in that game.
No. And there she is.
All right.
Good.
So that will bring the score.
41-39.
What a game. Are we sudden death in it yet? What time is it?
It is 5:31. We should be.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So this match will be in sudden
Do
death.
they know that? Because it is only a minute after, and they have not struck the rack yet.
I would assume that somebody has marked the sudden death. I
Oh,
see
he's
James
going
coming around
right now. Yeah.
marking them. And this is a great time to talk about another rule. A lot of people do think that the beginning of the match is once you've declared your players and they've lagged, but it is actually not until they break that first rack. And I do know that right now it would favor the 9. No.
Yep. Well, I think
it would
so.
favor the low. Well, it depends on if your 9's having a good game or not.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm taking an assumption here. Yeah, okay, it is Lisa.
All right, so Lisa versus
3 versus 9, Mr. Rod Rents himself.
Mr. Rod.
Lisa Archer here, skill level 3.
I think the 3 won the lag. Good way to go, Lisa.
That's huge, because if she gets a couple off the break, even if she gets 2, that's 4 for 25 points. I'm going to get that race 2 here updated.
So what does she actually need to win, and what does he actually need to win?
They just need to win. It doesn't matter. 12-8 no matter what.
Oh, whoever wins.
Whoever wins, yep.
Okay. You're right.
In fact, let me... Okay. Just making sure here in case of. So that way I didn't say that, and then you're like, wait a minute, this person just won and they didn't make all their balls. Yeah, 41-39 in favor of Shorty's crew here. But yes, it does break it down to where it does not matter how they win. A win is a win. Appreciate y'all. Yep, and they are where Sudden Death started here.
All right.
And that is a really open table. A little distance between the 4 or 5. Yeah, very open table. This has the possibility, at least, of being a you break, I run situation. Yeah. Yeah, you like those?
The table run. I
The
love
table run, yep.
the idea of a table run patch.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
I feel like it's even more work.
It is.
Because a break and run, you make one on the break.
Yep, you've at least moved one bare minimum.
run.
Table run is a harder ordeal.
Unfortunately, that's not trackable.
Yeah.
And if it's not trackable with a report, it's really hard to do the patches.
I love it. I've loved her attitude the whole time, man. She's been phenomenal. I will say that, and again, this isn't against Miss Lisa, but I will have to turn down the microphones because if Lisa gets this win here, you know her team is going to explode 100%.
As long as it's a short explosion, I'm okay.
Yeah, because I mean, essentially, this is a David versus Goliath scenario, right? I like the fact he kept it simple. I was not sure how he was going to affect to get from the 4 to the 5. And this is where you have to, I mean, you just got to be willing to play smart, willing to know when it's time to hit the brakes.
Nice defense.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know
did
if it
leak?
came behind
Yeah.
the 9 enough. She might have that cut on the 5. She's getting down confidently.
Oh, team score is backwards. Thank you, Janelle. Appreciate it. You're right. You're right.
Well, she tried. She goes, I hit it.
Luckily, in this case, it doesn't make a difference this time around, but thank you for looking out because it is important. So,
Yes.
regardless of whether it makes a difference or not. Is it right? She had 4. They had.
So Shorty's crew.
Oh yeah, they had 37 before.
The
No, I did
one
have it
that
right.
played.
Yeah, I did have it right. Yeah, I did have it right.
Are they
actually.
talking about this score?
No, the team score.
Oh,
Nope, I did have it right.
they were testing you.
Yeah.
Nice easy stroke on this. Should bring him natural leave on the 9. Beautiful. You'll notice with the high level players, the amount of follow through that they put on their shots. You see the tip of their cue ends well out, you know, in front of that cue, and then
One thing I learned about during one of my tournaments, guy was bringing it up here. I never paid attention to it. I've kind of been watching it more now. Is if you look at how long their bridge is, so if you look at the tip of their cue, how long their bridge is versus how much further past they go. Some people, even though they have a long bridge, only go out like an inch or two,
Yep.
right? Even though their bridge is already super long, whereas some are super short bridges and yet go through 3 times
Well,
their
that's
amount.
actually,
It's amazing.
that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Because if you have your bridge set up far away from the tip of your cue, you don't have as much room to follow through. So you made the 1 and the 8 ball.
Thank you.
But, I mean, every once in a while, you got to jab it and you got to, you know, keep the follow through to a minimum. But on your standard strokes, lag speed stroke kind of. I was going to say, I don't know if you can see that.
Ball in hand.
Ooh.
And he will do the great sportsman thing here and hand it right on over. I like whenever I see people do that instead of having to make the opponent have to do the I call it the claw grab motion here. The little claw grab. Yeah. Is this ball in hand? You know the movement we all make.
Oh, yeah.
Like.
A lot of times if the cue ball's kind of on the other side of the table, I'll kind of just like, you know, reach my cue out, just kind of tap the top of it. Just some sort of signal to them that, you know, this is ball in hand, or verbally just saying ball in hand is also okay.
Oh,
I thought she was going to make
had
it. These are very friendly pockets.
Yeah.
And that looked like it might have been one of those little bobble drop.
Guys, as a reminder, when the victor has been claimed on this this stream here, we will be resetting stream, so stream will be ending, and we will come back for the finals here. Again, we're on 4 total pages for your viewing pleasure here. Whichever way you choose to enjoy the content, please do so. We are, of course, live on Jacksonville APA's Facebook, Jacksonville APA's YouTube, my YouTube here, the voice of Jacksonville Pool. And last but most certainly not least here, one of the easiest ways for you guys to access this here is the APA Southeast Challenge player page, because a lot of y'all are already through that for the tournament. So, but we'll have the finals up. We'll let you know who it is once we get the victors here across the board and decide who we're going to have on stream, just like we did last time as well with the finals. If my finals ends early and I can pick up the cameras without interrupting their match, I will move the cameras, try to get things caught up here and get you the other finals as well.
So Rod was getting done on the shot, and then he looked at it again, and I think he saw something, and he stood back up, rechalked. I think he's worried about how he's going to break these out. He has the angle he needs to get the breakout.
Just question what's he
It's
left
just not
with,
the natural tangent line, and I think he's worried about after the breakout, where's it going to fall?
I think he's going to take the 7-9 combo. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think he didn't like the moment
breakout.
the moment you talked about it. It's like, I don't think it's going to be a clean breakout at all. And he's like, nope. He saw him lining up for the combo.
Got it. Almost got
Oh,
both
my
of
gosh.
them.
Wow.
Nice shot.
36-2.
You ever feel like watching certain people play and you get better just by watching?
100%.
Rod is one of those.
It's why I told people that I very much enjoy playing Monday League now.
Oh, yeah?
Because after a weekend of watching streaming and commentary and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
I'm itching to get
You
on
get
the
the
table
itch.
and ready to play. And
I will say that starts to fade after a while. I think after like 3 years of being the operator was when I finally like started running tournaments with no desire to play pool afterwards.
you're like, I don't want to see a pool table for a
I want
day.
to not be in a pool room for at least 12 hours,
Yeah.
and then we can talk about.
Then we'll discuss it. Diamond nothing. Don't mention Diamond Brunswick.
I don't want to hear a rack break.
Simona's what? Moochie
But-
Q what? No.
Yeah.
No Moochie.
So he's got that side break going too. Maybe I need to try out the side break.
He does. He's got a lot of force behind it, though. That cue ball's not moving a lot, so almost all the energy is transferring through the right, which is actually impressive.
Yeah.
He's not losing control of that cue ball.
He has a good close bridge on the break, too.
Yeah.
Trying to see where okay, the 3 balls.
Yeah,
And the way of the kick going this way, so he's got to kind of shift around. Nicely done. I don't know.
Yeah.
She can probably still see it. I don't know if she can make it, though.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah, it looks like she'll be able to see the left side of the one. She has to watch the scratch in the corner pocket there. Look at that. That's so cool. Fanciness.
Yeah,
I saw the
still zoom out
replay
enough.
feature earlier, and that was pretty cool as well.
Like that?
Me too.
Yeah, I got to figure out with the prayer I'm using now. I was able to draw on stream before, but I haven't found the proper means yet to draw on stream again.
Yeah, where you
So,
can like do the
Yeah,
circles and lines.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
The replay's a must-have, though.
Oh,
The
yeah.
replay is
Yeah, so he's probably worried about the scratch as well. If you hit it thin enough, you avoid the scratch. Unless he's trying to carom it off before, but I don't think she can see enough of it to do that. We'll find out together.
Yeah, I feel like you're on something with that here. Now I'm seeing that kind of line drift on down. But I feel like she's on the too far over, just like you said.
I did not whack the hell out of it, Joe.
Excuse me,
Bless
sorry,
you.
my bad, guys. Meant to save y'all. I was trying to like do too many things. I couldn't flip
Don't
up the mic
hold
fast
those
enough.
in. Those are, gotta let it out.
Dave says next song's for me. Oh my goodness gracious.
Is he playing our jukebox now?
I guess so.
That's possible.
That will be
now
hilarious.
that iTunes lets you do that. Once upon a time, you had to be like within a certain radius.
Yeah.
Not no mo. That was a beautiful, just smooth.
Dave's like, when I'm watching my commentary, I want certain songs to play.
Well, back in college, we lived across from a pool hall, and we knew one of the bartenders just really hated a few songs. So, you know, she wasn't our favorite either.
That's
It was
funny.
all in good fun. But there was one, Strawberry Wine.
Oh, Lord.
So,
There you
like,
go.
see your car in the parking
There you
lot,
go.
and we just go start playing, like, Barbie Girl, Strawberry Wine, a couple other, just, you know, fun ones that I think she finally figured out it was us after, like, a few months, but. Oh, he went for the bank on the 2. Came out a little bit. Can he see the 2 ball?
Yeah.
You could see it. Got lucky on the. Oh, we got some Maroon 5.
Oh, it's Maroon 5 again. Okay. I even just typed it out real fast to Ash. I was like, he's going to play Mr. Brightside. I see it coming. I see it coming. No, I mean, Maroon 5 was, like high school days for me. So there's definitely a lot of love for Maroon 5.
Oh, yeah. She will be loved.
Exactly. Exactly.
It is funny how music can really bring you back to a time in your life.
Yes, please. Get some karaoke, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Atlanta. Come on,
How
Rod.
do you even know that would happen? He's like, if it come off the rail, it'll come off the floor and go in the pocket.
Rod just makes magic happen on the table. I mean, he's just magic man.
Oh, and then he missed the
Uh-oh.
cut.
Uh-oh, shenanigans.
He's shocked that he missed that
Yeah.
shot. He got the lead for the 4, but that's just half the battle. It's not a gimme shot, but it's very makeable. She hit a little bit too hard. That's something that's easy to do when
Yeah.
you have a ball that's super close to a pocket and you just get down and shoot it without sometimes thinking, but she made it, and at the end of the day,
Uh-oh.
that's what matters.
That's going.
that an
It's gonna lose
APA
its
bank
energy.
shot? APA bank?
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be for a second there.
That did.
It hit rail just a little too early, and it died down too. But a little harder, yeah, that was gone. Absolutely gone.
So Rod's at 42. She's at 4.
Actually, he's at 44. She's at 4. It's 41. So you see a theme here, guys? 4, 4, 4, 4. Go get your lottery tickets.
All right, I'm going to need Lisa to pick it up here a little bit. Just get a little bit of a run going, get the momentum, pull the momentum from him. It's the best way to.
I mean, just imagine though, like if if he leaves a easy shot 4 and leaves a potential on the 9, 6 points to her favor, and next thing you know, it's 10 points out of her 25 needed. Like it can definitely swing. It can shift.
Fast.
Yeah. Rod is waiting on the table beside him here. By the way, there is a timeout happening. That's the I'm trying to think of the team name, but that's the South Carolina Midlands team that was over here last night. That played James Adams' team, in fact.
Is that No Excuses?
No Excuses, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, that's them. In fact, the gentleman given the timeout was
They
the
were
skill level
our
8.
sportsmanship team that
Should be.
we had multiple.
Very much so, should be.
I think almost every team that they played against made a comment at some point about it was a pleasure playing them.
Yeah, they were extremely kind, great sportsmanship. Saw a lot of the core behaviors of what you really want to see in your league, in your area. They 100%, they are making Chris and Stephanie proud. Zero doubt in my mind.
Yeah, that's Regina and Rich Johnson's area.
Oh, I thought they were Midlands. Chris and Stephanie were in chat last night. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs then. I guess maybe they were just.
Miss Cuses, I want to say was the Pee-wee. When I looked him up on Compu, I'm going off of what their league area was on CompuSport, which technically I set up, so it could be wrong.
Oh, I'm trying to think here.
CompuSport was a fun learning curve, but actually once I figured out the nuts and bolts of it, I definitely was able to maneuver through better for the 9-ball tournament than the 8-ball tournament. 8-ball tournament was definitely like a 5-hour setup. 9-ball tournament was only like 3 hours. So. So bank the one or safety? I see a really easy safety.
Yeah, I feel like he may just snooker up with the 7-8 with the cue ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do the safety because I don't see a makeable 1-ball shot with lead for the 2.
I just don't think there's a need for her to get on a great run here, and I think he's
nailed it.
Yeah, I think he was risking the biscuit otherwise. So.
Yeah, I like that. I like the choice he made there.
And I get it, obviously in this case, and Miss Lisa, again, if you watch this again, Team Hoo-Doo, this is not against y'all in any way, shape, or form. Rod Rentz is famous within his own right for his talent and skill, and it's tough to say that he's not the favored one in this matchup.
Well,
but I will say that I think if he decided to make that choice is a grave mistake. I think all Lisa needs is an extra moment or two on the table to get things kicking in gear and fling things in her favor, and then we could see a completely different game happening altogether.
Yeah.
So I think the defense was a wise decision. Shows he's not underestimating what she can do to him, because she can too. I mean, you're talking about get a ball or two, have a timeout, make that 3rd ball in the row, maybe an early 9 type situation too happening on her. Like, yeah.
All right.
Big opportunity.
I was like, I don't see that, but it's hiding behind the 9-ball there.
Yeah.
The 5 is.
Yep, it's right up there. The 4.
Hit that a little bit too hard. Oh wait, he's on the 5 now.
Yeah, he's on the 5 now. Yeah,
Never mind.
He good.
He really utilizes that draw shot. Came out just enough to get that 6. Almost got stuck behind that 8-ball there. So my Monday night team that I'm unfortunately no longer on, but our team name was called Self-Defense. Because after the first week, we decided it was an appropriate name.
I like it.
I think all of us lost our matches because we'd make a ball and hook ourselves on the next one, like almost every shot.
Like, hey, look, that's so us. I love it here. Wesley and Dave here both tuning in here. This 9 is on fire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He missed it, and he
He
left
did.
her a straight in, well, 7 ball, slight cut, side pocket.
Yeah.
Very makeable. Just got to look for that little line where that felt
She
meets the
She
pocket.
needs to go top left.
And
They need a timeout right now and go top left.
I would go for making the ball and worry about the 8 ball later. Top left is going to throw your ball slightly.
Yeah, it is.
And when you're going for that corner, that side pocket shot, that leave still gives you the 8, not as easily.
Oh, she's still potted, though. Oh, my gosh. It's about to come to fruition here.
Lisa's over here just like sending vibes.
Oh, my Lanta. She has a
don't
chance to make this well.
stretch. Okay, she's stretching. She got
Gets
it.
it.
She got it.
There we go. Oh, wow.
That's great.
We'll get a quick score confirmation here. Miss Liz here. Score is confirmed. 1266.
Right, so Rod is on the hill, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And Lisa could.
Imagine if she makes 3 balls on this out of nowhere.
She got 1.
Oh, don't tell me it scratched, though. Where's the cue ball?
Oh.
No, it did. I thought I saw it jet off screen.
I saw the 5 go in, or the 4, the pink one. Which I don't know if you saw the new keychains.
The Pepto-Bismol.
Our new pool ball keychains are tournament ball colors.
There we go.
And people either love it or hate it.
No, I love it.
Yeah, the 4 ball's pink. I think the
What is it? The
7 ball's purple or something.
I think the 5's purple, isn't it?
Maybe the 5's purple.
There's Miss Debbie. Miss avoiding me on the live stream.
She didn't want to. She's like, I'm better off doing the data. Coffee?
Please. Very sweet. of her.
Beautiful
Thank you
combo
so
on
much,
that
actually.
5.
That is way better option instead of a Red Bull right now.
By the way, the coconut Red Bull, I tried it, and
So
it's
good.
actually very good.
So
I'm not
good.
a big Red Bull fan.
But
I
it's so tasty. I wanted it in a popsicle.
mean, you can make that happen.
And, yeah, he made one more after that. Hey, big
That is
congratulations. Team Shorty's crew here. Moving on to the finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Great match, guys.
Well done.
Well done, Hootie Hoo. I
Yes.
love
Hold on here. You gotta get your voice
Hootie
right for this.
Hoo.
You ready for it?
Hootie Hoo.
They will tell you how many licks it does take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, Team Hootie Hoo. Hey, well fought, though. I mean, in all seriousness here, I mean, that was very well done. Shorty's crew will move on to the finals. Guys, with that being said, paperwork has to be turned in. We got to find out, which there is still 2 of the matches, I think, still going on out of the 4. So this is only the second one to finish. So there will be a slight delay before the final starts because we got to wait. But as soon as the finals start, and Trapper, you're asking a great question, what time is the finals? As soon as they can begin.
The scheduled time is 6 p.m. Most likely we'll be looking about 6:20.
Yep.
Just making a general guess.
Guesstimate.
Guesstimate.
Yep. But with that being said, guys, I 100% expect y'all to come on back in the stream here. Let's cheer some teams on and wish some good luck here to a couple teams here fighting for the chance of $4,700. The teams that are moving on, by the way, into the finals here will have guaranteed themselves bare minimum $1,800, and Team Hootie Hoo will be leaving here with a beautiful $900 cash prize in their pocket here. So
yeah, we're about to give away about $13,000.
yeah, it's going down. So don't miss out, guys. Ashley, appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. My pleasure here. Talk to you guys soon.
The voice of Jacksonville Pool.